I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host, fellow stand comedian Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
It is weird.
This is the closest we've ever sat doing the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird that you're here because now, at least at the
hurtful.
Well, at the other place, I could turn to you. Like any other time we've been together before this, I could turn to you, look at you, whatever. And this one, it feels odd to look at you because you're too...
Well, it's because we're doing the video version and we're only doing it on the one camera. I'm explaining to the listener.
I'm with you, but...
So we had to sit a little bit closer. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and throw an arm around him.
Do that.
Oh,
please.
Come on. You love it. We're buds.
If you have to tell someone they love it, they don't. As a general rule... If you have to say you love it,
fair. That is fair.
You know,
that is a fair statement. But this guy, though, he does love it. I've never felt him like pull away so hard. You tensed up there.
Yeah. Because
let's talk about your problems with intimacy.
I was talking about how I didn't love it before, and then you. But it's fine. It's okay. That's just how you are.
Not to be too visual, but yeah, we're sitting right next to each other.
Yeah,
because I'm in New York
We are both in New York.
Yeah, you're about to leave though.
Yeah, I leave tomorrow, but we're in New York right now.
Yep, right now.
So how was it getting in?
It was all right. You know, we got in kind of late last night. Jess, if you hear any clicking, that's also Jess taking some pictures. That's okay.
Yeah,
We've done that before in an episode. We're getting some photos done while we're recording. It was good. So on the flight out, so Jess was window seat, I was middle, and there was a guy on the aisle. And he, when the flight first took off, like I just had headphones in, was chilling. It was actually like the most calm I've probably ever been because I don't really love flying. And I was actually like really just kind of like relaxed. We had several margaritas before we got on the plane too, so that probably helped. And then I just noticed the dude next to me. It's like he's really uncomfortable and keeps like leaning forward and like just is like really kind of having a hard time. And then I want to say we're probably like 20 minutes into the flight, maybe. We weren't that far into it.
It wasn't even to the point where the puppies got stolen.
Right. I can't, honey, no one will be able to hear you say that whole thing. I was just looking for like a yes.
I hope they can hear it. That was... Jeez.
Well, I just say from here they wouldn't be able to hear that.
So what happened?
So he's freaking out, and then then I finally had to like stop and check in on him. It's because I saw him grab the vomit bag and he like shook it out, but then put it back, but then like kept checking on it. And I finally was just like, I took my headphones on. I'm like, hey man, are you good? Like, what's up? And then he was having a panic attack, he told me.
Now, have you taken off yet?
Yeah, we're in the air by now. Yeah,
okay.
By the time
you're checking on him to be like, do I need to let you out of the aisle so you can go to the bathroom?
Well, no, but he's on the aisle, so I don't need to let him out at all.
Oh, he is on the aisle. Okay.
I was more just checking, like, I just really didn't want a guy vomiting next to me, was my thing. And it would
have been a terrible experience for you. Yeah. It would be a horrible experience.
Well, no,
for Logan.
But no, I wanted to see if I
get... totally different person
I wanted to see
a panic attack and threw up their guts.
Okay, no. I didn't know he was having a panic attack.
All right.
I just saw him grabbing the bag. I wanted to see, because I couldn't tell if he was like sick or was just having like a hard time.
Yeah, you know what's funny is that in this situation, someone that's gonna hijack the plane and somebody scared of a hijacker look exactly the same. They have the same level of like nerves. They have the same like, whew, okay, all right,
yeah.
Oh, be with me, God. And it's just like, it's like for those early few seconds, minutes, you can't
really tell.
You can't tell if you're like, is this the guy or should I help this guy?
Well, that's the thing. I just couldn't tell like what was going on with him.
Yeah.
Because he was like, he wasn't just, if he was just going like, like then I'd be like, okay, he's gonna
definitely
just throw up.
Terrorist.
He's just
okay.
No, but I'd be like, he's definitely sick.
Yeah.
But the fact that he was so fidgety and like kept like not sure what to do with himself, I'm like, he may just be having like a freak out.
Yeah.
So thank you for turning this into me being a selfish villain, because the whole point of it was I actually took my headphones out and I talked to him for the rest of the flight, just to calm him down, and he was very kind. I'm very glad, because that could have backfired. You know my hatred of talking to people anywhere.
What I like is if you there should be a whole storyline of you being an anti-hero, of like you talking people off of ledges that are like about to commit suicide because you don't want to see a dead body.
Yeah,
you're like telling the dude, you're on the bridge with the dude, and you're like, listen, if you jump right now, I don't know if I would ever be able to unsee, and I go this route to get home every day, so you would be ruining my commute for the rest of my life.
You're gonna fuck up this whole block for me, and I don't need that. I live nearby.
Do you really want me to have to go around?
Don't do this to me.
Yeah,
don't do this to me, sir. I don't care about your family. I do not care about your family. I need to make that very clear.
Yeah,
don't do this to me.
And then he's like, you know what? You're right. I should kill myself at home.
Great, because I don't know where that is.
Yeah.
So you do it.
Okay. So then this is you helping this person.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't expect it to be me become the villain so quickly in the story, but yeah, it was me.
I was saying it would be funny.
No, I know. But no, it was me. Then I just talked to him the whole time, and which helped him calm down. He was very grateful, and he was a very nice guy.
Yeah.
Nice talking to me. He lives in New York. But yeah, he was just having a panic attack. And so we talked about it, because I've had panic attacks. So I'm like, listen, I get it.
Yeah.
And so we just talked for the rest of the flight, and then that was it. And then when we got into our Uber, I always like talking to Uber drivers, particularly in New York. I like New York Uber drivers, but by that point, I'd spoke on a whole flight, so I was silent.
Yeah, you're pretty spent.
I have so much I don't know, small talk in me.
I feel okay. So I feel like I don't want to overshoot it, but I could easily say that maybe 1/10 of the stories that are told to me that I tell on the podcast are Uber drivers.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you even saw in DC, when we were in DC, I just ask them, I'm like, what's the longest ride you ever had? What's the craziest ride you've ever had? Blah, blah, blah. And sometimes they give you nothing. Yeah, sometimes they're like, hey, drunk people drunk.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, all right, there's not a lot to pull from there.
Or some give you the vibe of just like, oh, they want to just do their job and just get you out of the car.
Yeah, but every once in a while, somebody's thirsty to tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We had one of the guys in DC was just like, he wasn't going off of like...
Which one was that?
The guy who was talking about like comedy and stuff like that. And
oh, yeah. His eyes.
Oh, yeah. What happened with that?
So... Our Uber driver in DC, or maybe we were in Arlington for this one.
I mean, they're right next to each other.
And he was telling us, this was so funny. He was like, I got the new iPhone, but they were trying to upsell me. And so I wasn't sure if I was making the right decision, because then some guy that was trying to upsell me was like, no, you got to get the latest version because they're out here playing games with this middle one. You got to get like the tip top, and you got to get the most memory because you don't know, it could be the end of the world. Like the dude was like really upselling him. And then he wasn't sure if he should even get a new phone because it's not like his regular phone was broken. Then he gets the new phone.
Yeah.
And
it was like the newest
at the time. Then he plugs it in, and it's supposed to have this great battery life and everything. And
he kept saying that he was looking at it, he kept saying 50%.
Yeah.
And no matter how much he charged it, no matter what he did, it kept saying battery life 50%. And he was like, what the fuck?
And it went to 50% early in the day. After him charging it, which was especially why he was like, what's happening? This is crazy.
Yeah, this is supposed to be a better battery, but it's only at 50% ever.
Yeah.
And then he finally put on his reading glasses.
Yeah.
And realized it wasn't 50, it was 5G. It said 5G in the corner.
Yeah, it had been saying 5G all day.
All day.
And he was like, this battery trash. Which is
also good to tell you while he's driving you around, to be like, listen, I can't see great.
Because he didn't have glasses on while he was driving.
That is true, actually. Now that you say that, he was not wearing glasses.
Because he told us at the end of the trip, he told us all this. So at the very end of the trip, he's telling us this story. So outside of that, we're just chatting about comedy, stuff like that. This is the last story he tells us before we get out. And as I'm getting out of the car, I look at his face, and I'm like, this man doesn't have glasses on.
I didn't think of that until this second, till you just said that.
I couldn't stop thinking about that. I thought about that. I thought that's also I don't know. I thought that was also on your mind. I was like, this man's been driving us around blind.
No, I didn't think about that at all.
Because he drove us from Nando's to the venue.
Yeah,
so it's not
yeah.
like, because here's the thing. When you're doing that, so when we were at Arlington Draft House, the hotel is very close to the club. So
Super
then
close.
It's like you could walk, but it's a 20-minute walk, or it's like a 5-minute, cab.
It's very
Uber,
hot,
whatever.
too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we kept taking the Uber because we
Yeah.
were like, it's nothing, It's like $6 and it's a quick conversation, whatever. But this time we were at a restaurant and then getting the Uber from the restaurant to the venue. And so that was like and he had to get on the highway at one point and then get off of it. The idea that he just did all that and he maybe couldn't see.
With no sight. Yeah. I didn't think of that till just now. That's amazing. Yeah, in that area, you have to just constantly get on the highway, too. It seemed like if we wanted to go anywhere, they had to do that little circle.
Yeah, you have to do
highway.
a circle and then take like the second exit and you're across town.
No matter where you want to go.
No, okay.
Wow. I did not think of that till, because now it's like this is a week later, my life is flashing before my eyes. A week later.
Yeah, dude, when he told us that, I was getting out of the Uber and I was like, what?
I didn't even connect.
That's why I didn't laugh that much. Because this dude's like laughing, and you're laughing. You're like, ha ha ha. Like he was like.
I was just giving him a laugh because he said it was the funniest thing that ever happened to him recently, and
it is funny.
It's funny. It was like it's fine. I just wanted to give him
But it is
be a good audience member.
You were, but I was like walking in the club like, okay, you're over here. Like this is the other thing that was kind of like. It's when I decided to just not bring it up.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was also on your mind.
No, I wish you would have said something.
After we got out of the Uber, you were quiet. Like I was quiet. I don't know if you were on your phone or something. But then when we get inside, you're all about like when the show's starting. And I'm like, hey, we just got drove around by a dude who can't see. And so you're over here asking like, so you think we'll start like maybe in 10 or like he's going up to the manager being like, hey, do you know when
I was being professional. You can just say the one word. I was being professional.
You'd be a very, very on point, very professional, but in a way as if you didn't just escape death. And so then I'm standing there like just staring in front of me and and you're like, okay, good. And capacity's good. Like, just.
Well, because we were getting there like right at showtime, and we were bringing food to the staff too, wasn't it that day? Yeah. So we were like, I also wanted to make sure like we got that part done, and then got backstage to the green room and stuff. I was just shifting into work mode once we got there. I wasn't.
Whatever, man. That was upsetting.
Don't worry. After my set, I was contemplating my life and mortality, but that's just because that first one I didn't feel great. But
no, it was terrible.
Damn. Yeah, I didn't think about that at all.
Yeah, I wonder how they had the Uber papers come out this week. Have you seen that?
No, what was that?
Oh, it's pretty horrible.
Tell me about it.
I don't even know enough about it to talk about it at length, but basically there are these internal papers that I guess got leaked or they're maybe court documents on a lawsuit or something, but basically the public now knows that Uber knows as they expand that they're like crushing the economies of like the places that they move into as far as like the gig economy there.
Right,
like,
yeah.
Like they already know. They're smart enough to have done the math to know that you're not going to really make the money that people assume they're going to make. And then there's also something about how they leveraged a thing going on in South Africa where the cab drivers there were getting very like agitated and sometimes maybe even violent around Uber moving there and everything.
Oh, okay.
And they leverage that to be like, see, why do these people not want you to have good prices? Like it was kind of like
it was vilifying them.
Yeah, and so they've done a lot of stuff like that a few times, and it's all in these documents, and it's kind of crazy. So I wonder if there's just a floating document out there of like, hey, Sam can't see, right? Like, I would love if it's all, like, super technical corporate stuff, and then just this thing about this one driver who's been driving people around with not the best eyesight.
And he also keeps telling people.
He tells people, he's so honest, he tells every ride he's been in.
His driving is fine. He needs to just stop telling people.
These eyes are not it.
They wouldn't be worried about it if he didn't tell them.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. So that has also been on my mind, along with the...
those two things in tandem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you took the Uber. You were quiet in the Uber.
Correct.
What was the experience like from then to now? So you took the Uber late to get to your Airbnb.
Right. Yeah, because we didn't get into town till like a quarter to midnight or something. So,
okay.
So then we just got to the Airbnb and we just, I don't know, went to bed, and then we had a pretty lazy day today because we were all week. Well, I'm here for 3 weeks, but Jess is here for the whole week too. And then, today we didn't really do much that's worthy of a story. I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
Had a good sandwich.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be worthy of a story.
That's about it.
You're gonna probably have plenty by the time you.
Oh, by the time I leave here, I'm gonna be a changed man.
Yeah, I feel like it is getting a bit more intense in the time since you were last here.
Oh, good. Jesse, you hear that? It's more intense now. Does that excite you? Okay, good. Yeah, she's nodding. She looks very excited and not worried at all.
There's a level of tense that's here now that's just a bit extra, where it's like,
what, like in what way? What are you noticing? I wish she wasn't in the room. She is not happy.
Well, I was on the train. I mean, I think all three of these are going to be on the train. I was on the train.
3 of these.
And,
3 intense stories.
This guy was talking to himself, and he was talking to himself very aggressively. So whatever he was going on in his head, even if he was a wild dude just talking to himself, he was not being kind to himself in these moments, you know? So whatever inner demon he was talking to, he was calling it by its demon name. Like, he was cursing up a storm at himself. He's really like looking down.
Whatever argument he was having in his head, he was losing. It's rare you lose the arguments in your own head, but he found a way.
And then this random guy is like, "What'd you say to me? What'd you say to me?" And then he looked up and he was like, "Not talking to you, dog. Talking to me." And the other guy was like, "Oh, okay then." And then they both carried on being very angry and quiet.
Now
and it's like
that is
that
actually,
thing
though, that's a beautiful story in my mind.
Oh, there's a moment where it's not beautiful, where you think they're definitely about to bite each other.
Oh no, for sure.
It was so for no reason, because it's not like the guy was being like hella loud,
right?
So that other guy had to be loud to get his attention, to be like, "What are you? Who are you talking to?" And the guy was like, "I'm talking to myself."
Right.
And the thing that I appreciate most about that thing is that initially I thought this dude was like out of his mind,
right?
You know what I mean? And then it's nice when someone is out of their mind, and then they snap. What's up?
Hold on. No, the camera went out of focus because I moved. It freaked out. I had to get my phone, and it freaked.
It's
speaking of glasses, there we go. Look good. All right.
It's nice when someone is like out of their mind and they actually snap into it for a second.
Yeah, especially there, he snapped into it to alleviate a potential conflict. That's rare.
Yeah.
That's super rare.
I feel like before, he would have just talked to himself and no one would have said anything. I feel like that other guy clearly wanted a fight.
So the other guy is the new tension.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Just not letting him be and do his thing.
Yeah. And then also, this is maybe when I came back from Arlington, there was a guy who had a bag of sodas, right? But not like a bag full of cans of soda. I'm talking about he had a genuine bag full of liquid.
Full of loose soda.
Full of loose soda. So he had a bag of soda that was like clearly a bunch of sodas.
Right.
Because it wasn't dark brown enough to be just Coke, but it was light brown. and it was like okay, this looks like it could be. I mean, maybe it was RC. Who knows?
I was going to say the RC or maybe a Lipton iced tea.
But it seems like a bunch of sodas.
A bunch of something you don't want him spilling
in
right
this
now.
clear bag. Yeah. And the bag, I don't know how this man did it, but the bag is tight. The bag is like...
So you say a clear bag is like a clear shopping bag?
Yeah,
or
a clear shopping bag.
Like tied up in a knot up top?
Full of soda.
Like
where you can see the bubbles.
So it's definitely carbonated.
It's definitely carbonated because you can see the bubbles. He's just got like a bag of soda. I feel like I've told you about something like this happening before because I know one time I was around this dude whose soda spilled in his bag and then it was like full of soda. But this is
that one I remember. But this is pre-spilled in the bag. This is intentionally poured.
No, this
in
is
the
intentionally
bag.
All in the bag. There's nothing in this bag but soda,
and especially in a shopping bag too, and then like tied up like a bindle sack.
Yeah, in a knot
to hop the rails.
Yeah, in a knot. There's just this huge bag.
That's wonderful
of soda, and basically, he's not like being careless with it. I need to point that out. It's not like this dude
This is precious cargo.
Yeah, it's not like this dude is trying to be reckless and dangerous with this bag, right? Not threatening anybody with the bag, anything, but. He's walking up and down the train car, and so everyone that's on the train car for more than a couple stops is noticing that this is a bag of soda.
It's hard to not notice, I would gather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we all just get tennis ball eyes. You know, like in a Wimbledon match where you see the heads go, like we're all just watching the bag go back and forth because everyone is perplexed where it's like, okay, so is this bag about to pop or spill or whatever, right?
Yeah. And then after that is then just why. Why and how.
We're all you're
I'm gonna have to clear the music that drives by every now and then. Hopefully we don't get a copyright strike because of the random vehicles driving by.
I think it needs to be more than 3 seconds to be a copyright issue.
It does, I think we're safe.
Unless somebody just parks, decides to yell up, and you hear nothing but the new Pusha T album.
And then I just we'll yell out then and be like, "Can you guys put on something royalty free, please? Thank you.
Just some jazz, please.
Some jazz, some itsy bitsy spider. Some
that's not going to help us.
Happy birthday over and over again.
Maybe
that only became public domain a few years ago.
So there's this bag.
Sure.
And in the bag is like swashing. So it's not like it's tight to the point where there's no movement of the liquid.
That would be very impressive.
It would be.
If it was airtight in a bag like that.
If it was just a bubble with handles, that'd be fire.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. It's almost that, but there's just enough room for a little bit of swashing.
He has not perfected it yet.
And so he's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and we're just wondering whose day is going to be ruined. Because when this bag goes, it's gonna take a couple people with it.
This is an unfortunate game show.
It's getting to the point where as he's pacing back and forth, and it looked like, I don't know if this is going to make sense, but he looks like someone who would have a bag of soda. Like I don't know how better to describe it, except he looks like a person who would have a bag of liquid that is tied up, and he's gonna open it and I guess pour it on his head later, or just stab it with a straw and go to town.
Boy, that would be the best if he just pulled out and then drank the whole bag.
Yeah,
would be amazing. But no,
people do that with they don't stab it, but sometimes you can catch somebody with like a box wine, which is basically just a bag of wine. Just
those little ones.
Yeah, just
Oh, for sure. Know. Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's meant for that. You can do that, but not your homemade soda Capri Sun that you've made. But here's the thing: I'm trying to imagine what he looks like, and I have an idea, but I have a feeling if I saw him, I'd be like, okay.
Also, should point out, there was a point where when I saw him with the bag, I obviously saw the carbonation, the bubbles, everything, but there was a split second where I was like, that man is like, I thought there was a bag of pee, and I thought that he was very sick. Because if your pee is carbonated, you have too much cola.
Well, and it's that dark too. That man is dehydrated.
That man is dying.
That man, I don't know how he filled a bag by being that dehydrated.
I honestly think he must be taking this bag to the doctor to be like, listen,
this is how much comes out, and it's this color.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Also, it's fizzy. So
it's fizzy too.
If you can tell me what new thing I have, that would be great. And so basically, we're watching this dude up and down, up and down, up and down, and then finally this guy gets on with an umbrella. And just perfectly, as this dude is shaking out and tying up the strap of the umbrella and turning around, he turns into the guy with the bag of soda. And you know the little spikes that are completely unnecessary on umbrellas?
Yeah.
You know those things that don't help stop the rain at all? I don't know why there's spiked ends to every umbrella that's ever been invented.
The Mad Max part of the umbrella. Yeah.
And
you never know.
He turns in and the whole bag just goes. So it's like it
so clearly a thin bag too. Took barely any.
I think it is exactly one Walgreens bag that this dude has filled with soda. I'm surprised it wasn't dripping.
Yeah. That's the thing. If it was that ready to pop by being just touched by an umbrella.
Yeah, so he touches with the umbrella, the thing starts to go. And a bunch of people shoot up and walk away from the splash zone. But that guy that was I felt so bad for the guy with the umbrella because he literally has it so he doesn't get wet. And now this dude's calves are covered in cola.
Now he's wet and sticky, which you don't get from the rain.
Yeah. Now he needs rain.
Yeah. Now he's going to go outside and he's like, fuck, I really wish it was raining.
Now he's just going to go outside, back of the leg first, moonwalking in the rain to try to get some of this sticky. Because this guy doesn't know what it is. This guy just got on the train. One second, let me check on him.
That's all right. Okay. Dog break.
Should we pause the video since it's going to get weird when I get
Sure. I'll just say dog break.
Okay, 1 second.
We're back from the dog break.
Yeah. What was I even talking about? Oh, the bag.
We actually took a break on a cliffhanger there. What will happen next with the bag of soda? Stay tuned.
So the bag explodes like
it popped. It didn't just leak.
No, it didn't just leak.
Because that would have been very funny.
Because
he would have tried to catch it and it would have still been dripping, and then another one would have poked open.
My man, this dude's bag.
This was a water balloon, a soda balloon.
It really split, and so then it just is rushing. And honestly,
a torrent, if you will.
Honestly, more full than I gave it credit for.
He got a lot of soda in that bag.
He got so much soda in the bag that so much came out it felt like a cartoon. So much came out that I was like, how is it still? And then the guy feeling it is terrified.
Yeah.
This is a true nightmare to just have something like
wet on the subway.
And sticky.
Warm.
Yeah.
Was this heated up?
I mean, I don't think it was heated up, but if you're walking around with a bag of soda, I can't imagine you're keeping it cold.
Yeah, that's fair. So he filled this a while ago, and then which would be impressive if he had it all day, and this is the first trouble he's run into.
Yeah.
Or maybe the initial trouble was why it ended up in the bag. He was carrying a 12-pack, and then they all burst somehow.
I don't know who I feel worse for. Because if you're carrying a bag of soda, that means it's your only option. You don't have another container, you'd use it.
And it also means that soda is important to you. Mm-hmm. This soda means a lot.
I'd like to think he made it himself.
That's a whole other upsetting scenario, that this is his homemade soda. He finally had the meeting with the big soda company for them to sample his flavor. And he didn't realize, like, I just ran out of my last bottle.
I just ran
what
my
do I
last
have?
bottle. Maybe they like plastic flavor.
I need to get down there so they can sample it and it can be in stores. Oh, no!
And so then, basically, that guy freaks out. A bunch of people jump away. It reminded me of, remember when we saw that lady throw up?
I think about it every day.
It was exactly like that, where people calmly ran away.
Just
like
they
calmly rushed away.
Yeah. Yeah, because that lady vomiting was that she just did it very calmly, and we're all like, well, all right, this is what's happening. We'll all scoot.
I know we've talked about it on the podcast
We
before,
absolutely have.
But what I love about that lady vomiting is that she went there, sat down with just a bunch of meat she just bought.
Yeah, because it looked like
She had a bunch of ground turkey.
She just had like some sort of. It didn't seem like the bag she bought it out of either, right?
No,
that also seemed like just a bag of meat.
Yeah.
That was she eating? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And that's why she threw up. You're not supposed to eat raw ground beef on a moving train.
I mean, too many stories converge in New York. Like, every place should have one of these people. You know? There should be a soda guy in one state. There should be a meat lady in another state. They can't all be here.
Well, this is where they come from. Then they spread out from here.
Yeah, it's really upsetting.
And then, like, now you just have a train full of soda, too. Because now that whole area is just wet.
Oh, yeah. Everyone that's been to or lives in New York knows what I mean when this happens. It doesn't happen every day, thank God. But there will be a time where you're on the train and someone's bottle or can has spilled. And so now we're all with our eyes watching the trail, the uneven trail that the liquid makes. And you're checking, is that liquid coming to me? Is it taking a left? Is it going straight?
Yep.
And
I wish I was better at physics. Wish I knew more about fluid dynamics to know where this is going to go.
I don't know how that would help in this situation.
I feel like you could look at it, now you could have an idea of maybe what grooves,
Yeah, that's also when you know you've been taking the train too much, when you're like, oh, we at Hoyt Skimmerhorn, this liquid about to take a left. No one wants to be that well versed in something that nasty. But the train was full of, like, I had to get on a different car, which I should have done.
Yeah, but
earlier, but I wanted to see the end.
Exactly. No,
I just wanted to see it pop. That's why we all stayed on.
Absolutely.
We were like, who fills a bag with that much liquid and gets away with it?
Because honestly, even yourself, you're like, even if it's me, this is going to be a hell of a story. Like,
yeah.
But like, yeah, that's, of course you stayed to see if it was going to pop.
I mean, if it was me, I think I'd be in jail. I don't think I would just let someone leak hot soda all over me and not lay hands on them.
So you would have beaten the man with your umbrella.
I think I would have tried to choke him.
Wow.
I think
wow.
I'm not a violent person, but it's so random that I think you're allowed to lay hands at that point.
It's so random you're allowed a random act of violence.
It's so odd and so rare that I think even a monk would be like, I renounce all violence except if I'm on a train and someone splits a bag of hot cola all over my ankles. Then I can go to town on them.
I am against violence unless you fucking spill on me. And then it's on.
Then it's on.
Otherwise, I will not crush a fly, but I will not be sticky.
Yeah. I won't even be mean to a cat, but if you get cola all over my calves, it's over, kid. I'm going to jail.
So then what was, I know then everyone like left. How sad was the soda man?
No, he was disappointed.
I was absolutely. Did he just sit there with his torn bag, just looking?
No.
That sad Charlie Brown music comes in.
That dude screamed no way too loud, and then that was sort of it.
Was it a short no, or was it like a no?
It was pretty long.
Oh, good. It was a good dramatic no.
It stopped being no, and then just started being screaming.
Oh, that's a good no. No.
Yeah. It was wild. I was not a fan at all. Because now it's wet, sticky, and loud in here. I was so upset.
By the way, I'm filming a new special. It's going to be called Wet, Sticky, and Loud. That's going to be the title.
Sounds great.
How did Umbrella Man react? I mean, obviously he was disappointed. Did he shout or did he?
He was also screaming.
He was also screaming.
Yeah. For him, you have to keep in mind that for him, he's just got on the train and he's closed his umbrella.
Yeah.
And then he feels however that soda felt. I just made it hot in my head. Maybe it wasn't hot.
Either way, if you step onto a train and the first thing that happens is your legs get wet, you just have to assume someone is pissing on you.
And so
you've walked into a current of piss.
Because he looked dry, you could see his brain break for a second.
Oh, absolutely.
Where he's like, no, I'm inside. How am I getting this wet inside?
I didn't see a bunch of water flow out, so I surely didn't step into.
There's no way this should be happening.
Yeah.
And then he turned around, he saw the bag, and he just started screaming. But he was screaming more like, what the hell, what the hell, what the hell?
Absolutely. Well, I'm sure that he wants to say, what is that?
Yeah.
What did you just get on me?
Yeah.
But his brain probably can't even put that together.
Because, I mean, it's in his shoes. Like,
I honestly,
it's legit everywhere.
Josh, I didn't even think about it being in his shoes. I was literally only thinking of it on the legs. And now his shoes are filled with soda.
Yeah.
And he just has to just walk his way.
Yeah. Yeah.
To, I think, a fire to throw his clothes and shoes into.
Just do a duck
for
walk
safety.
home. I hope he was going home. That'd be terrible if he was
he's on the way to
his
work.
to dinner.
Oh no, I've got a hinge date.
Yeah.
And I have to explain why from the knee down I'm wet and making squelching sounds.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the third thing.
Yeah.
The third thing was I feel bad because I laughed at this really hard and I shouldn't have. Because everybody's different.
Right.
So I shouldn't have laughed, but it was my first reaction. Basically, I was on the train platform now, and this person was using the elevator that's on the train. Now, not every station is wheelchair accessible, but a lot of them are, so you can use the elevator. Some parents use the elevator for their stroller.
Yeah.
So, this woman...
For the ones who don't want the kids to have a really fun ride.
Yeah. 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 For people who want unshaken baby.
Wee!
So, this woman walks out of the elevator, which is already... I'm always surprised when the elevator opens because I'm surprised that anyone would take it. Like, I actually think it would be cleaner to just crawl up the steps than to be in that elevator.
Right.
Because that elevator is now a closed space of nastiness.
Yeah.
And a tight closed space.
And they don't move quick either. You get in and they sit there for a second.
If you smell something, you're going to be smelling it for a while.
That is your smell now.
And so this lady gets off the elevator and she's pushing the stroller along. I don't know what bump she hit. I don't know. I did not see what caused this, but her stroller starts to tip to the side. And as it's tipping, she doesn't seem to be paying attention to the tip. So as it's tipping, she's still just pushing, but there's definitely been a bounce on the left side to where it's like, it looks like it's about to go. And then she essentially just starts letting it fall over, and it's not until her hands are maybe like a little too at an angle, like just a little too curved,
right,
that she realizes like, oh, it's going. And so then she tries to save it. But whatever's in the carriage already starts spilling out. So it looks like this kid is about to fall out from the overcorrection.
Okay, the way you worded that, just like whatever is in the carriage, just like, and that is also soda.
Yeah. It'd be amazing if that was also just a bag of soda.
A carriage full of soda.
This is what people do now. We just haven't caught on.
Listen, we're trying to save the environment. Okay, we're getting rid of plastic. So now, sorry, you got loose soda now.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
No more bottles, just plastic bags.
You bring what you got.
Those aren't worse at all. Those aren't somehow less reusable.
Well, you're reused. Yeah, exactly. You're bringing them in. Mm-hmm. You go down to the soda store, get whatever container filled, and then you can go home. We'll fill whatever you got.
Yeah.
We charge by weight here at this store.
So then overcorrects. It looks like the baby is gonna tip out anyway. Mm-hmm. A different lady who sees the whole thing happen screams because now the baby's about to like hit the platform. Jeez. And once a baby hits the platform, you're done with that baby.
Jesus, Josh.
No, but I'm saying that's an unusable baby now. Like, tell me that's a level of germs that baby's encountered now that it'll never be the same.
Oh, you're going off of germs. I thought we were going off of the
what?
The impact.
No. If a baby's face touches a platform floor on the train, that's going to be a different person now.
Our prior. Well, yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong. That's going to be.
No. You're not wrong, but you're right, but for the wrong reason.
I'm just saying. It's like
I'm just saying they have soft heads. Is where I'm coming.
I wouldn't
from.
even talk like this if when I was a baby, my face had touched the floor of the platform on the train. God. I'd be a hardened individual. I'd have a deeper voice. You're gonna have a different life because just the film alone that's on the platform of the train. Ugh. You've basically been kicked in the face by every shoe in New York if you let your face touch the platform and you're a baby.
Right.
To be fair, if you're a baby and your face touches the platform, it's only up from here. You know what I mean? You're not going to have a worse life than that.
You just had the worst moment of your life. But you might not be old enough to know it, to appreciate that you've already had rock bottom.
Never mind knowing it. It's happened. You're never going to have something this bad happen again.
Right. But then someone's got to remind you.
Yeah. And so then this other lady screams. The woman stops trying to overcorrect the stroller now and just goes to try to catch the baby.
Oh.
Hopelessly behind on the hands. The hands were not fast enough. And then you actually hear like a slight splat. And then people start running up to her, and it's a dog.
It wasn't a baby in the carriage? It was a dog?
This is a puppy.
Okay.
She had a dog in the carriage.
Okay.
The entire time.
Okay.
And the way that some people lost concern and the way that some people got angrier was amazing to watch.
I bet I can tell you racially
who felt what.
Yeah, I can tell you exactly what camps.
The amount of people, because we're also only talking about like 5-7 people, so it's not like the entire train ran to check on this woman.
Yeah.
But the amount of people that ran up and like it happened to me as well because I didn't run, but I just was walking towards see if they need any help. And I wish I could see the face I made before I realized it was a dog. Because when you think it's a baby and it's a dog, it messes with your brain in a way that you're not even registering the little like limbs that you're seeing.
Yeah. And
because as I got closer, I was like, this is a hairy baby.
That's what touching the floor does is you
you immediately morph. That's one of the Animorphs. It's just train kids.
That's what they have in the prequel they did to Animorphs. They get the power by licking a subway floor is what happens.
And so I'm like, even as I'm kind of like walking over there, like, I'm embarrassed to say I didn't run to help. But even as I'm sort of lightly strolling over to see if anybody needs help or, like what the damage is, anything, I'm just seeing now, because it was still as well, which didn't help because now
that's a jarring visual.
Yeah. And it doesn't seem hurt because when it gets up, it just shakes and it's
a puppy,
fine.
and it's just puppy. Like, what happened?
Yeah, but for us, we're like, oh my gosh, that baby!
Oh no, that furry baby died!
Oh no, that ugly baby! Like it's like the order that things went was like, oh no, that baby. Then it was, oh no, that ugly baby. Then it was, oh no. And then it was, oh. And then for some people it was,
and then if you're white, it was, oh.
Mm-hmm. Like one guy got particularly mad at her. Like she did drop a baby.
Like she tipped it on purpose, or
no? He was like being weird about this. Like, it's okay. Like he was like checking on it, but he was like weird with her.
Mm-hmm.
And then some people didn't even make it far enough to, I guess, really see that it was a puppy. As soon as they saw something get up on 4, they were like, I don't want any part of that.
Nope, this lady's got a carriage full of rats. I'm out
yeah.
here.
But yeah, the amount of people that switched.
That's
like, it wasn't half, but it was like 3. And I was not one of them.
No.
Like I actually, sadly, I kept the same amount of care the entire time. Like for me, I was like,
yeah, Josh, you maybe lived here a little too long.
yeah, because for me, I was like, oh no, that baby fell. Because I've seen babies fall before.
Like that?
Like this wasn't a tall, like it's not like a Tom and Jerry tall stroller or anything. It's just
Tom and Jerry stroller.
Do you know the ones that look like they're from the 50s? Yeah, they're really high.
Yeah, the old school. Yeah. Oh, I can't think of the.
It wasn't one of those.
They have a specific name, don't they?
So it's literally like dropping it 1.5 feet.
So it was like an actual, like a modern baby stroller where it's like just like a little seat you're pushing.
Yeah. So I was like, oh,
that's already not made for dogs.
Yeah. Yeah.
No wonder the dog fell out of it.
No wonder that white guy was mad.
Don't do that. Just walk it.
Yeah.
It's got so many legs.
Mm-hmm.
It can walk.
Its paws are made for dirt.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That one was a roller coaster. I'll say that. That was a journey of a story. I felt like I fell out of a baby carriage.
Yeah. Hopefully our listeners are still with us and not like you lost me at baby carriage.
That's the thing. I do want to know if some turned it off the second you were like, this baby carriage was tipping.
Yeah.
Probably when you said, then you can't use that baby anymore. So maybe they're like, okay, this is a story. This is a story about a baby getting injured.
No, I'm just saying it's like that's a different kid. It's a hardened child now.
Yeah, sorry. That kid's the parent now. Sorry, you answer to it. Should we open up the mailbag, my dude?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do that. I do want to go to. We had some Instagram questions that were sent to me. Hi, Logan. This is probably a really weird thing to do because I don't know you or Josh personally, but I find myself in need of advice. We don't really get asked like straight up advice a lot.
Yeah.
So I thought this would be interesting to see how we fuck this up. You and Josh talk about relationships a lot on the podcast. I really love the show. I listen to the episodes on repeat because they help make me feel less anxious when my thoughts are swirling. I'm also the one who wrote in with the story about the class hamster that got eaten by the class snake.
Oh, killing him. Yeah.
Killing him. So this is a little personal, but I've been with someone. We both really like each other, but we have some love language clashes that keep making things hard. So I guess what I'd like to ask is, how do you know that it's worth the struggle to stay with someone? Is it normal to have to continually work on things? As someone with anxiety, do you have it about your relationship, even though it's a strong one? Also, I'm a total stranger, and I understand if you and Josh don't want to answer these.
Do you want to go first?
If you got something, go for it.
Oh, okay.
This will be fun to answer to with my girlfriend staring at me. So this will be a very interesting experiment for me.
I personally don't believe in love languages. I
really thought he was just going to end at love, and I was going to be like, whoa.
No, I think it was a.
We've talked about that before too. That neither of us are really.
Yeah, because my thing is, at the end of the day, no one actually has to be nice to you, and so when someone is kind to you in the way that they are best able or best know how to be kind, it's actually a really dickish thing to be like, yeah, but it's not the way I like it. It's like, that's wild. Like if someone, I understand that not every gift is going to be received in the way that it was intended, and not every gesture is going to be understood in the way that was intended. But you can't tell me that it's not actually kind of a pretty bad move to be getting all of something from someone and then be like, yeah, but it's not the one I want, so it doesn't count. That's kind of wild. Like, I'm not saying that that's what this person is doing.
Right.
I'm just saying that what quickly happened with love languages, it started out as a good way to almost like a fun little personality test and a good way to communicate.
And like a shorthand that you could have to kind of to classify some things.
Yeah.
Which, for that, it was okay.
And what it quickly turned into was a way for a lot of people to be kind of bratty. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I just and I think that my and I could be wrong about this, but I find that like it is a way to sidestep appreciation and like gratitude for the person, even if that's not what you like. Just like I'm not even talking about your relationship or anything. I'm saying in the world, imagine a world where someone comes home to because we have these like physical touch, acts of service,
gift giving,
all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
Imagine a person comes home to a fully cooked meal and their favorite movie on cue to watch, and their reaction is, "It's not a blowjob, though." That's not a good person. That's not that like, and I worry that more and more people are going to fall into that type of thinking, even though it's not exactly that. Because to me, love languages have quickly been like overused. It's kind of how people self-describe as whatever the hot thing is that year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's sometimes it's I don't know. It's like almost like a. I think we talked about this too when we did the relationship quiz episode that we did, where it is kind of a step right next to like astrology, where it's like, oh, you were born during this month, we're not going to get along, and it's like, well, you haven't even met me yet.
Yeah, and also we don't know, like for the love language thing, I'm sure that the best of each one of those things is too dope to turn down. You know what I mean? So if I love a person and my act of service is taking them for a weekend to their favorite city on a private jet, I don't think they're going to be like, it's not physical touch.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, and I want to, so I'm going to take a slight counterpoint. I agree with what you're saying, but also on the other side of that, of the clash of love languages, where I agree with you that like, to me, they don't mean the same thing they do to some people, whatever. But I have been in the relationship where I have dated someone and told them, be like, hey, please stop just giving me presents all the time. Like, I don't really want all this stuff. But they're like, but it's my love language. And so they just kept doing it. Like, when you hit that point, then yes, it can become an issue. So like, if they're not respecting you saying like, oh, I would prefer this. If you guys have talked about it and there's not a mutual respect to how each other, because sometimes I think people get focused so much on what love languages are and how they show it, but don't always consider how it's received to other people.
Yeah.
It's more about like, well, this is how I show love, so you have to be okay with it. It's like, well, yeah, but sometimes it's too much. Some people don't like public, PDA or anything.
Sure.
Or they like a lot of alone time or whatever, and that's a balance you have to find. So I think if they're not respecting it, then yeah, I think that's an issue.
Yeah, that then lends itself to a different thing than what I'm talking about specifically.
No, and I know what you mean. I was just yeah. But as also the thing too of like, do relationships take a lot of work? Do they continue being work? Yeah. Not in like it shouldn't be like a fight every day. It shouldn't be like, I think we've got to this point because I think it's particularly our generation. We were kind of the last generation with parents who were just like, you just stay together, okay? It was like the generation before us was the first ones who started like actually divorcing if things weren't good. You know what I mean? But before that, it wasn't really.
Yeah.
You just stayed together and you're just like, yeah, marriage sucks and you just have to deal with it. Okay. There was a lot of that. And I think our generation went the counterpoint of trying to be like, you know what, but everyone has their own thing. But a lot of us convinced ourselves that relationships don't take work. And they do. You're living with a person.
Yeah.
You are spending all of your time with another human being who is completely different from you. Even if you're similar, they're a completely different person, yeah, you're going to clash. You're going to have issues, but it's how you resolve the issues, you know?
Yeah, I think
Jess.
I think that for a good portion of it, the other thing to keep in mind with your overall question is that I think I've talked about this on podcasts before and with friends before, but to me, the world overall is, especially if you talk about, like, I don't know if they're writing in from the States or not, but a lot of the world is easier to live in than it's ever been. Right, so you used to have to hunt or farm. You used to have to like worry about a harvest. You used to have to plan more to eat.
I'm excited to see where this point goes.
But like being in an interpersonal relationship is as hard as it's ever been. So it's as hard to raise a child as it's ever been, and it's as hard to stay with a person as it's ever been. But as the other things get so much easier and easier and easier, now the distance between like being in a relationship and staying in one and the other hard things that you have to do in your day is actually getting further and further away, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And because of that, there's almost a lack of practice with doing hard things that then makes it feel like, oh, wow, if this thing is such an inconvenience in my life, maybe I should just get rid of it. Because a lot of inconveniences to our lives do either get solved or we get rid of them, whether it's through like money or the way we do things. So you used to have to walk. If you want to get there, you got to walk. Mm-hmm. Then we had horses. Then we had cars. Then you had to have a car. Now it's, I need to get over there, and I don't want to take the train or the bus or what. I'm just going to order an Uber.
Let me use my magic pocket computer and have a driver come get me.
Yeah. But another person not understanding what you're saying when you try to tell them as plainly as possible is as hard as it's ever been.
Right.
So that's staying the same. And and I'm not saying people's lives aren't hard or because we have tech, it's not. It's an easy life. I'm just saying that so many problems are getting solved all day, and little problems, things that you might not even consider a real problem. You don't even have to think about. You can now order something. You can get you don't even have to read the manual and put the bookshelf together. You can hire a TaskRabbit and they'll come to your house and put it together for you. I'm saying that the thing of raising a person or being in a relationship, those things are still very difficult.
Oh, for sure.
And that threshold is getting harder and harder for anything in your life to match with outside of maybe work stuff.
Yeah. Well, and I think too, we focus more on, I guess being more mentally healthy in relationships than we ever used to. That used to never be a conversation about how to like maintain your mental health in a relationship.
It used to literally just be, do they hit?
Yeah.
And then that's
and then
it.
The next question was a lot.
Yeah.
And then
it's like, bro, she not hitting you. She all right.
Yeah.
You know?
So it was always that. So I think now this is the first time we're in like human history, we're like really taking the time to be like, oh, is my mental health good around this person? Mm-hmm. People used to never ask themselves that question. It was just like, I'm with this person and that is how it is. Yeah. It's how that used to be.
It used to just be, I cry after I cook and that's just life.
Yeah, and I guess that's what it is, huh?
It's like, oof.
Another day. Yeah. But so I think also with that, and that's a good thing. I'm not saying that is a bad thing. That is a good thing that we're doing. I think we don't quite, it's kind of like you said, we just don't know how to balance that yet. And so I think sometimes when we realize like, oh, this relationship's kind of stressful, I should probably just get out of it. And it's like, and sometimes, yes, I'm not going to say like, you should stay in all of them. No, like, get out of it if it's like you feel bad all the time, especially if like if the person comes home and that elevates you and makes you feel bad, that's probably your sign. But if it's like, oh, when we're working on issues, I'm stressed out. Well, that is going to be stressful. That's going to be a stressful thing. And sometimes, though, that's very much... Sorry, just got something in my eye. Ow. Sometimes that is very much worth the stress. If I can go ahead, since you're here, to use us as an example, like, we've had some, not like issues of necessarily fighting, but like where we want to end up, where we want to move, career stuff, whatever. Yes, sometimes that leads to a lot of stress. We've had, not too long ago, we had like a whole week where we were just stressed out. We weren't necessarily fighting, but we were just stressed. And then we talked more about it, and we not only talked more about what we wanted together, but we wanted more, even just personally on our own. And honestly, over that, I feel like we got over the hump. We found something that felt good to both of us. And now I feel like we're more confident than we were before that. So sometimes it is worth dealing with those hard discussions.
Yeah. I mean,
Jess, huh? Thoughts?
I agree with that.
She agrees with that.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes a hard thing is just better to do. That doesn't mean stay with someone if it doesn't feel right. It doesn't mean that you have to put up with anything that's toxic. But the payoff of fixing things, especially when something is good, is like it's hard to compare with.
Yeah,
it's
you feel it's like a team pride. You're like, we did that.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Go Wolverines. Like, you get really excited. We call ourselves the Wolverines.
Oh, okay.
Good
to know.
We don't. But I will say, too, in this message, it sounds like it's something that you guys are talking about. So you're already in a great place. If you weren't talking about any of this at all, then you might have
You'd
an
also
issue.
be sending a different message. You'd be like, hey, how do I get out? How do I do it in the middle of the night, or when should I leave?
Yeah. Do you guys have a couch I can crash on?
Yeah.
That would be a totally different thing. So we hope that helps. Again, I don't know.
Yeah, if anything that I said
I got
helped.
divorced at 25, so maybe don't listen to anything I say, too. Maybe that, too. Let me just put that out there.
Yeah, but I also, I feel like if I said anything that helped, like definitely grab some of that. If something I said didn't make sense, because I brought up horses at one point, so just like whatever worked, use it, and whatever.
We're saying buy a horse, I think, is what we're leaning on. You should get a horse.
If you buy a horse together, it'll bring you together. Can you imagine a horse in a studio apartment in New York just kicking TVs?
It's like the people who try to get a dog, be like, this might, fix things between us. Now make that dog
a horse
15 times larger.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely won't be focused on your problems. You'll be focused on not getting kicked.
Just motion, maybe a mini horse. Yeah, that would be so much better to still have in your apartment.
Yeah.
Let's do one more. I know we're running a little longer, but since we're crushing it on the advice front, this ties back to an interaction we had at one of our recent live virtual shows.
Okay.
So this is from sometimes I get confused when the email is one name, but then they use a different name, and it takes me a second to register what I'm doing. But this is from Naya, and the title of this email is Advice. And hi, Josh and Logan. This is Naya, a.k.a. the girl whose grandfather yelled at you all about tattoos. Yeah, we got her grandpa yelled scripture at us about tattoos during the live virtual show.
And he went for a bit.
He was very adamant that you should not have that on your skin. I jokingly said someone had a tattoo in their mouth, and he went, oh no. just sitting in the background on a couch. So those live shows are very fun. But I never got to ask my actual questions, which wasn't about tattoos. I think they asked about tattoos when the grandpa walked in.
And he just heard him and he just went.
But so I've been living with my grandparents for almost a year, and I love them. I do, but I can't do it for too much longer without losing my mind.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, surprising. I have found a job and a place in New Jersey, but I don't know how to tell them. I'm supposed to be leaving in the beginning of August. What should I do? Thanks in advance if you can still help a bit, but if you can't, thanks. P.S. Josh, we really need to have a discussion about your first tattoo. I'm thinking Logan's initials, Naya. I could not agree more. Either my face or...
Whatever you do when you tell your grandparents, do it lovingly and without a tattoo. Like, I feel like if you do it with a tattoo,
I disagree. I think tattoo it on your arm. I'm moving out. I think is what you should get.
That's going to be too much for them. All right.
Well, they might be focused on the tattoo part. Then the news will be. It'll kind of soften the blow.
Yeah, you're just trying to get her kicked out.
I'm kidding.
You're trying to get her kicked out so that it's easier to move to New Jersey.
I mean, I know this makes it maybe tougher because you do have this like deadline at which you do, and maybe you've already done it. I don't know. But like, you already have it in motion. You already have the place. You have the job. So even if they're not okay with it, you still get to do it. Mm-hmm. And I know it doesn't necessarily make it better, but you at least now have that. You get to know that in your head that like, well, no, I'm already doing it. And when that's part of when you tell them, you're like, well, I've already made, not only have I made this decision, I've already put all the gears in motion for this. And so I hope you guys can be okay with it. Mm-hmm. But this is what I'm doing next. Mm-hmm. And they may not take it well. They may not. And I think a hard thing, especially with, with parents, with grandparents, the hardest thing is like, yeah, they might not take it well, but it's not really up to them. And that sucks, but they love you, so they'll come back around.
Also, who knows? They might be excited, like not in a way that they don't want you around, but just in a way of like, okay, this is nice. It's gonna be different, but it's also nice. It's nice to have your place with your partner, but it's also nice to have family there. But
really build up the excitement of the opportunity, maybe.
Yeah.
And you might be able to hype them up too.
Yeah.
Of being like, this is good for you. You seem really excited.
They'll be like, get out now.
Yeah, go.
Leave.
Why wait till August? Mm-hmm. Go wait in front of the place.
Yeah.
Go do it.
Well,
and especially, it also sounds like you haven't lived with them like forever. You said about the last year.
Yeah. So they're also used to not living.
Yeah. They know a life without you there.
Yeah.
So it'd be weird if now they're like, nope, you're never leaving now.
And then they lock the door. Thanks so much, Naya, for writing in. We appreciate you.
And we hope that helped. I'm not sure. That one, I'm not sure if we helped.
I'd love to have a talk with your grandfather.
He seemed great, actually.
Yeah, he seems really fun. He seems like one of those dudes that's exhausted with stuff, and he's done holding his tongue about it.
Well, that was the thing, too. As much as he did just start yelling Bible quotes at us, at the end, we started just kind of messing with him, and he was also, like, playful back.
Yeah.
Because I told him, I said, hey, come to Iowa, and he's like, I'll be there. So it's like, he obviously also has a joy and a sense of humor, so hopefully...
If they take it poorly, just tell them you're joking.
Yeah, and then just come August, you won't be there.
Yeah, and then just move. Well, thanks so much for listening to the Josh Johnson Show. We had a great time recording. I hope you had a great time listening. If you are looking up to catch...
If you're looking up to catch. If you are looking to catch up with us on any of the socials, you can find me at Josh Johnson Comedy on Instagram, at Josh Johnson on Twitter, Josh J Comedy on Facebook, and Josh Johnson Comedy on YouTube and TikTok, where we're going to be posting clips of the show. And if you're looking for Logan, you can follow me on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen. And if you want to get into the mailbag, you can either send me messages there because we read them, or you can email us, joshjohnsonshow@gmail.com. You can also join our Patreon. We have bonus podcasts and videos and live virtual shows. Patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We also have this month a live, an in-person one, a not on a computer one, a human one in a room. Yeah. Union Hall, that is July, 27th, that Wednesday? Mm-hmm. Yes, July 27th, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Tickets are still available. If you are in the area, come out. The one we did last year was incredibly fun. I'm super excited to do this one. And then right after that, we're in Philly. So if you're in that area, catch us. We're doing 3 nights? Yeah, 3 nights. Yep. The Punchline in Philly.
Also, this is just for YouTube, little thing. Click on other videos. They'll be popping up over here, over here.
Oh, are we doing that now? We're doing the...
Over here, over here, over here, over here.
Right
and
here.
Have a great week. We appreciate you. Over here, over here, over here.
Let me just put another arm around my buddy.
Don't
Let me
do
just
that.
come on.
Don't
Let's go.
that.
It's a nice picture of the two of us. Come on.
Don't do that.
Hey.
Over here, over here.
Over here.
Over
right here. Right here. Right here.
Over here.
I love you.
We can stop recording.
Wow. Wow. Left me hanging. Say it.
I'll never say it.
Say it
on the record.
He's said it before.
Hello everybody, it's me and Josh Johnson, and me is Dulce Sloan. I'm not good at doing these intros, but I feel like Josh has been doing a lot of heavy lifting, and I'm feeling like a crumb bum over here, just letting Josh do all the work.
A crumb bum? A crumb bum?
Yeah, it's like we're co-hosting, but I'm like, if we're co-hosting, like I gotta do some of the work too. You know
I
what
just
mean?
never heard that before. I've never heard crumb bum.
Oh yeah, crumb bum. I think I heard crumb bum is almost like a yum yum, where it's like somebody, like you ever know somebody that's just always like they have the means, but they're always like just asking you for food.
Yeah.
Because it's not like the girlfriend saying, "Oh, I'm not hungry." It's not the same thing. This person is eating.
Yeah. They're eating well.
Right. But it's like it's like, you know, do you want your cornbread? It's kind of like
Crumb bum.
a crumb bump.
We're so excited to bring this episode to you, the public, because it's one of contention. It's probably gonna be the one that gets listeners the most fired up out of the ones that we've talked about. Because
Other than ketchup being tomato soup.
hey, let the past be the past.
Have you looked at the YouTube comments?
I will never look at those YouTube comments.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that's one of the first things you learn as a comic is never look at the YouTube comments. If you're someone who's on TV,
Yeah.
never look at the YouTube comments. And I can tell you the ones that I've looked at, I don't know if there's a filter that goes through, because usually if you're a woman that looks like me on the internet, someone's calling you fat. Someone's taking the time from their American Heathen Day to type into Al Gore's internet that I have more than one chin. And one, they're not doing that unless someone from our team is just going through and being like, nope. Or YouTube finally cares about people, but I don't think that's happening. And wow, people are not feeling, because somebody was like, yo, Josh, I get it. You were trying to win, bro, but tomato soup being ketchup, I think you've gone too far, baby. I think you've really affected hearts and minds, Joshua.
I mean, all right, never mind. All the other episodes, it's like we're kind of deep now. Like there's so many other episodes where I make salient points, and then this is the one that really sticks.
People have
with
mentioned
people.
that. They're like, man, Josh has made so many other great points. What happened?
Okay.
Yeah, it was interesting because they're like, yo, dude, I know you were trying to win, but you went too far. You went too far to the other direction. You went too far to the left, bro. Left, right, up, down. You did too much. And so
I mean, this is the one that I will really affect people.
well, I think it's interesting because the topic for today is chocolate versus vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, I just want to take a second. If you were watching this on YouTube, stop the video after I ask this question. Who do you think is going to go for what? Do you think Josh is going to pick vanilla? Or do you think I'm going to pick vanilla? Do you think Josh is going to pick chocolate? Or I'm going to pick chocolate? Who do you think is going to pick what? I'm going to give you a second. So, just to let you know, this is chocolate versus vanilla. And guess what, y'all? Your girl, okay? Spicy Calderon. Your girl's team vanilla. Ha, you didn't see that coming, did you? Did you? You didn't think that me, old what's-her-face, was going to be picking vanilla. But I did. Isn't that wild? What a twist.
So help us out.
Yes.
Help us by explaining why vanilla for you.
I think vanilla for me, one, it is an ice cream flavor that I grew up with because my mom likes to add things to ice cream. So we would get the pecan sandies.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put those in ice cream. Sometimes just as simple as, throwing in your favorite cereal. Maybe putting your own little fruits. Vanilla was a carrier for flavors, right? Some of my favorite ice cream flavors, like Moose Tracks, the base is vanilla. Like those flavored ice creams, like the I never really got into Ben and Jerry's, mainly because it was expensive. But if you give me a Bluebell situation, you give me a Mayfield situation, a Mayfield Moose Tracks, a Mayfield Turtle Tracks, okay? If there's tracks, I'm eating them. If an animal is out here putting his imprint on the planet with caramel or chocolatates, put it in my face, okay? I like vanilla. Basically, when I think of vanilla, I think of ice cream. And there's different types of vanillas. There's different kind of carrier flavors. One thing I used to really love to do is when we go to the Chinese buffet, because you grew up in the South, there were always Chinese buffets. At the end of the meal, you go get your little soft serve ice cream, And then I would add a little lemon juice, like a little fresh squeeze of lemon. That was a nice palate cleanser after eating all the variety of things you eat at a Chinese buffet. I do honestly prefer it over, like, in cakes. I don't prefer... Like, I've never had a chocolate birthday cake because I've never wanted a chocolate birthday cake. I've made chocolate birthday cakes. I've made chocolate cakes for people.
I guess this is my thing. This is where I feel like you are so misguided.
Wow! What the hell? Good night.
This is where. So I look at vanilla as one, right? As like if we are talking flavors, vanilla is the number one as far as units of flavor and taste. Okay? It's where you start. It's a good place to
you're
start.
Telling me a scale from 1 to 10.
From 1 to 10. And I'll even say this. People give vanilla a 0. It's a 1 because it is a flavor. It's not plain. It's vanilla. Right? But you can't really enhance it. Like you said, it's a character. It's just
a carrier.
Oh, okay. It's a carrier. So then it's a platform for other flavors. It's not a real flavor that's out here striking joy into hearts and minds. It's just out here helping cherries and sprinkles get along.
But it's also, did you think about it as a collaborator, a peacekeeper, a helping hand to bring different flavors together?
How about this? I've enjoyed a triple chocolate cake. You can't have a triple vanilla anything because vanilla's vanilla. It's 1, and you can't multiply 1 times 1.
You could have a vanilla. Well, I mean, it's not triple, but you can like have a vanilla cake with vanilla frosting. That's a thing that exists.
It's a thing that exists that all tastes the same. It's just a steady attack on your taste buds where you're getting overwhelmed with the vanilla.
Listen, I presented my case. Okay. Now you present your case.
Okay.
Your very predictable case. Being Team Chocolate.
My very okay. All right. Chocolate came to us, blessed us, was discovered in multiple countries. All right. It came to us from multiple parts of the earth.
No.
You know, the cacao.
From the New World.
What?
New World.
What are you talking about, New World?
Sir.
It's all been one world the entire time.
Ma'am.
It's all been one planet. I'm not. No. Don't pull from that colonial history. The whole world's been the whole world the entire time.
The whole world has been the whole world the entire time. Yes. In God's eyes, he built one planet. I get it. It's these white folks with books that made it new and old. So they ain't known about chocolate. Are we trying to say they didn't know about chocolate? You're trying to say that chocolate was not in the it's in the conquered countries, conquered continent.
I mean, all I'm saying is what they called the New World was really the Old World because they just hadn't discovered it yet. But it had been around.
And that's why we call Native American Indians, because somebody didn't know where the fuck that was at. I hear you.
Yeah.
I got you.
I'm just saying that chocolate doesn't come from one specific area or country in all of the world. Lots of countries bring us chocolate, and they bring us their spins on chocolate.
Sidebar.
And they bring us,
Have you seen that Ghana has told these white folks that you are no longer going to take a raw bean out of here and then process it on your own? We're going to process this shit, and you're going to have to pay us. Ghana is not playing with these hoes. Ghana, the president of Ghana, he is not playing with these white folks no more. You understand? He's like, y'all not going to be coming up in our country and taking shit. If you want this cacao, you have to come to us. You ain't getting raw beans. We gonna process it and then give you that shit. Cause you've been in here you've been getting uncut, the raw, okay? And don't want us to have no processing plants. Old boy said, fuck y'all. Keep praying for him. I'm worried about his safety. Cause these white folks are a problem.
So all I'm saying is chocolate comes to us at different degrees as well. So you can see the percentages. They tell us the percentages now of cacao in the chocolate.
Absolutely. And that just lets you know how stepped on it is.
I understand, but that pure, right? So those bitter sweets, those 75%, those 25%, and those Hershey's, they all have different flavors. They're all coming from a different place. Vanilla, it can't get stepped on because it comes out stepped on.
Have you ever seen a vanilla bean?
Yeah, I've seen a vanilla bean.
But that's an old world plant. So you have to remember, like, at one point, we think of it as very generic because we have all the things here.
And because it is.
But at one time, sugar was exotic. Because motherfuckers didn't have sugar.
I mean, if we have to go in the past for vanilla to have a leg up, then
we just went to the past about chocolate. We just went to the past about chocolate. I'm not saying at one point all of these things were exotic. Italy didn't have noodles until Marco Polo came back from China. If it was not for the Chinese, the Italians, what would they be making? What are they cooking? What are they famous for?
Real good meatballs.
And
like, as far as meatballs, fire.
Sidebar, check this out. Tomatoes, New World plant. Noodles came from China. If it was not for somebody leaving Italy, what would they eat, bro?
Real good meatballs.
All olive oil, everything. So yeah, I'm just saying, fire meatballs. Fire this bread though.
So I'm just throwing it out there. Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there that there are different degrees or different levels of chocolate. If we're just even going to keep it to bars, right? These bars, a vanilla bar is fine.
Why are you saying that so hard?
And a chocolate bar, that's how we want them. That's how we take them. That's how we love them. Okay. Chocolate bar. And how many types of chocolate bars are there? The most you're going to get out of vanilla bars is cookies and cream, which is still getting a little chocolate in it to help it along because it's struggling.
Vanilla is a bean. So you can't turn vanilla into a bar because it doesn't even have, it's like, if you think of all the things we do with like different beans, like soybeans and stuff like that. Vanilla is like, it's dried and you're just taking the seeds out and it's very much like an extraction process. But there's no, like, I did not know probably until I was almost in college that cocoa butter comes from chocolate plant. I didn't know where cocoa butter came from.
Okay.
So like, have you ever had like white chocolate? White chocolate is basically a stick of cocoa butter from what I've heard.
I mean, that I don't know enough to correct you, but the fact that you don't get any dark vanilla, but you can get white chocolate, just another way that chocolate is being more versatile in these streets. It's just another way that chocolate is coming at you in different colors and different flavors. I just think chocolate can go places vanilla can't.
That's an apple and orange situation. We're talking about flavors, right? I think for me, I don't like white chocolate. I like milk chocolate, but I have found out that by going over, going to Canada, going to Europe, going to Mexico, the rest of the world hates our chocolate. Apparently it's disgusting.
No, we're not doing well.
I did not know that our chocolate was trash. I did not know.
I've known for a long time that.
I can say that I've never been a huge fan of our chocolate, like a Hershey bar. No, I don't want that. I don't want to eat a whole bar. First of all, a ball of chocolate always seemed like way too much.
But that's why they have the little divots for you to break it off, for you to have as much as you want to have while you're having it.
Because they know the whole thing is just ridiculous.
The whole thing is too much. Yeah.
Right.
The whole thing. Like, you break it per serving size. So even a Hershey bar, break 4 of those little things. Have that. Save that.
2 is my max, and then eventually I'll wrap it up and set it somewhere and go, either it's in the fridge for the rest of my life, or it's not. White chocolate isn't even really chocolate. It's chocolate that they've taken the cocoa out of. So there's no cocoa. It's just fat. And then they've injected chocolate flavor into it.
I see.
That.
No. I see the point that you're trying to make, but what I still see is vanilla struggling so hard that chocolate had to
Vanilla
do a plasma donation, donation.
Wow. Or maybe
on behalf of the white colored candies.
Or maybe vanilla doesn't have to go with Sammy Sosa. Okay. Doesn't have to be the last generation of Michael Jackson to be out here doing his job. Okay. I don't want to bring Michael into this. Sammy Sosa, we all know, looks like a thumb. Doesn't make any sense.
Don't act like I'm making you do these things. I didn't want to have to. Like you're pulling out all the stops now. Because of something
knows who vanilla is, and vanilla's like, listen, I'm flavoring things, okay? I'm giving you, because look at this, the nature of the flavors, okay? Chocolate is heavy, okay? It's gonna sit on the tongue, but there's a fat content, there's oils behind it. There's a lot of things that chocolate is doing because there are different aspects to it, right? Like, but vanilla, on the other hand, hey baby, I'm a bean and you put me in shit, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing cakes, I'm doing creams, all right? I'm giving you, it's a whole different campaign. There's way less processing when you're dealing with vanilla. No, there's no vanilla bars, because if you try to make a vanilla bar, it'd be like a white chocolate situation where you need some type of base and then you're injecting flavor. But that's not how vanilla works. Vanilla is giving you a lightness, okay? Chocolate came in to be heavy. Chocolate came in to step on your feet and be like, hey, what's going on? What you doing? About to fuck up your teeth, okay? No kids going to the dentist or the dentist, okay? Ain't nobody sitting up getting caught with vanilla all on their face. It's not happening. Vanilla has better press because vanilla's a more refined situation. Vanilla's not out here in your whole Halloween. That's what Vanilla's doing. Vanilla's a classy bitch. All right, Vanilla's sitting down and like, hey, yeah, Vanilla can't be in everything. Okay, you got triple chocolate cakes. You got chocolate on chocolate on chocolate on chocolate. Vanilla comes in, boom. That's the flavor. There's vanilla, and then there's a little vanilla bean. Chocolate, on the other hand, is letting you know it is stepped on like a motherfucker. Chocolate is letting you know, hey, I can be bitter, I can be sweet, I can be stepped on. All it is stepped on, okay? We know American chocolate. Okay, sidebar. Also, we have to mention this one thing. Have you ever had a chocolate orange?
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Thought it was fine.
I think that's a flavor you have to grow up with.
No, I can see that because the people who love it have always been eating it. That's very fair.
And they're not American at all.
They also love to crack it to like open it. It's like an event. Like that's how you can tell that they grew up with it, because they love to press down, which opens up all the slices, and then they eat it.
I mean, as things go. But I was annoyed, one, when you bite into it that it's hollow.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing. I'm like, I thought there was going to be an orange cream situation. I thought this might have been a Cadbury situation. I thought they were going to give me more, right?
Okay.
They said orange, a chocolate orange. I thought that it was going to be more than just the shape of a fucking orange. But it's kind of cool that it's in slices. You can distribute it to your friends or to your children, right? It's cool. It's whatever. I'm just saying, I've had a whole type of chocolate. Listen, what you're not going to do, because I know what you're closing. I've met you. I know what you're closing argument.
No. What I'm not going to do, just for the record, this is unedited. I was being quiet. I was listening. And then out of nowhere, I get a what you're not going to do.
I know the wheels, nigga. I know the wheels. And the wheels on this bus were eventually going to get us to the chocolate room at Harrods. That's where these wheels were going to go. Because
I wasn't even thinking about it.
What? That you don't know how to do this right?
No. I wasn't even thinking about it. And I'll tell you why. Because I was going to let you punch yourself out. Because in my mind, yes, there are some situations where we're talking apples to oranges. But it's apples to oranges because chocolate can go so many places that vanilla can't. All right. You talking
not
about
places it
not
can't
all
go.
up in people's Halloween. Let's talk about the fact that really a lot of people don't even want vanilla like that. So vanilla can call itself classy. It can call itself sophisticated. It can call itself particular and choosy, but nobody is choosing vanilla. When was the last time you saw a vanilla fountain at a party? Help me.
You can't, because vanilla doesn't come in a liquid form like that. Okay, that's not how.
Sounds like it's not versatile. It sounds.
It's not versatile. It's not the best you've heard in a while. What I'm saying is that. Thank you for getting that reference. That Mercy Child, don't just shake its record with style. What I'm saying is that because of what vanilla is, also you know that chocolate in them damn chocolate fountains is never high quality. It's never great. It's never good. Come on. Don't be using chocolate fountains, nigga. They got nacho cheese fountains too. Okay. I don't know if you ever saw. Have you seen this clip from TLC? Where this woman talking about her wedding and she wanted a ranch fountain. She wanted a ranch fountain, Josh. Honestly, I want to see it. I want to see a ranch fountain, okay? I'm sure they have a marinara sauce fountain. We out here putting anything liquid in a fountain.
I honestly think a marinara sauce fountain can't happen because it would be far too splashy. Like you can't even approach that thing without messing up your whole shirt.
It is splashy. You need something that's that makes me think that a ranch fountain would be splashy too.
It might be, yeah.
Because you need something that'll come down in a ribbon. You need something that'll hold its shape.
Something beautiful and smooth like chocolate. I'm with you. I understand.
Nacho cheese. Something that when it's room temperature is solid. That's what I'm talking about.
You know that this is tantamount to terrorism, all right? Because
terrorism is ketchup is tomato soup. Salsa is tomato soup.
Honestly,
call Bin Laden. You are his predecessor. You are his greatest student. When you sat up and looked me in my Christian face and told me that salsa was tomato soup. You fucking savage.
Look. All I'm saying, all I am getting at, all I am approaching you with,
okay,
is the fact,
adulterated,
mitigated, no. The unquestionable fact,
not questionable, bro,
that chocolate is going places and doing things that vanilla is too limited to do.
I think about this. You know how we're all into all these nut milks?
Some of us are, yeah. Some of us know what a lie is.
True. It's juice.
Yeah.
It's juice.
Yeah.
I want us to stop doing this. You had to blend up these cashews and squeeze them.
Juice.
Yeah. Also, why is there no peanut milk? Why we pick these very specific nuts?
Yeah. We need some peanut juice out here.
And there's a peanut juice. Is there pistachio milk? You know what I want to like?
I think so.
Is it? That sounds expensive.
It sounds it sounds very expensive because if you've even held eight pistachios, you've held $6.
So there's never going to be macadamia milk because that's going to be $150 a gallon.
That honestly, macadamia milk is what I feel like rich kids get with their babies.
That's so funny.
Just a buttery milk.
All I'm saying is that because there is yes, chocolate can do different things than vanilla can do because of just the nature of the plant, right? Like an orange tree can do more than an oak tree. Mm-hmm. Oak tree just standing there, putting shade in your yard.
Yeah.
Orange trees give you fruits. Mm-hmm. Oh, I found out that some cities, you know how people have like tried to say that like the trees that are in cities should be like food bearing trees for like people in the population who are having like, food issues, like food scarcity or whatever, or people who are unhoused. there are a lot of cities that don't allow you to have fruit-bearing trees in the city because for that reason. They're like, no, we don't want people be able to.
Oh, it's wild.
That's wild. Like every tree. Like I get if you're in fucking Oklahoma or like Colorado trying to grow an orange tree, that makes no sense. But just have it like appropriate to where your climate is. People are evil. Anyway, for the same way that oak tree can't do what an orange tree does, because of the nature of said plants, vanilla is not going to do what chocolate does and vice versa. You see what I'm saying?
I do see what you're saying.
The reason I've never been a huge chocolate fan is because, first of all, like first time I had like European chocolate, I was like, oh, this is so much better. Because it's not what we have. Also, whoever put chocolate and peanut butter together, God bless that human being, because that is fucking delicious.
I wonder what happens when you put vanilla and peanut butter together. Do you just throw up immediately, or do you like? I'm just saying. I don't know.
Those are two competitive. Some stuff don't work together. Chocolate and vanilla don't work. Like, listen, you ever as a kid got Neapolitan ice cream? My question is, which flavor was always left in the container when you got Neapolitan ice cream? What was the last one? Was it strawberry? Because my house was always strawberry.
I feel like it varied based on
who was in the house.
Yeah. I feel like after the divorce.
Interesting.
Yeah, I feel like my dad ate the chocolate the fastest.
Okay.
And then when it was just my mom and I, the whole distribution was just different. Like you would just see, it looked like, like when you're playing music and you got a little icon with the levels in it.
Yeah.
The race to the bottom just looked like that movement. So I'm trying to think of what was like last.
I think for us, it was always the strawberry. But I can say my mom, and I loved it, would buy, you remember those huge tubs with the handle on them of the vanilla ice cream?
Yeah, I think so.
It was a plastic tub with a red handle on it. My mom would buy that when I was a kid. And so, because I remember as a kid not liking how chocolate ice cream tasted because it had a weird ass aftertaste. And even as an adult, having tried very expensive chocolate ice cream and, gelatos and shit, and being in like nice ass places, traveling the world, I still get that weird ass aftertaste from a chocolate ice cream. I think sometimes chocolate cake. I think I like a lighter. Now, I love a brownie. Brownies are my jam, because brownies for me seem to be the right balance of chocolate to other things. But like chocolate cakes, I'm not always like a chocolate cake. That's too much. I need something else to like break this shit up.
Can I offer up one extra thing?
Try it.
I don't think that when you go to other countries, you get the good vanilla. I think that what's happening is the pinnacle of vanilla we've already tasted, and it's fine. And then you go to another country and you have their chocolate.
What do you think the pinnacle of vanilla is?
I think the absolute best vanilla I've ever had was something that really brought out the flavor of the bean. And it did complement the other flavors that were with it. Because what are your favorite, just as an example, what's your favorite type of vanilla pie?
What do you mean vanilla pie?
Like, do you count cheesecake as like a cake? Do you count it as a pie? I'm trying to think of times we put pies with lots of vanilla flavor.
Why don't we put vanilla flavoring in cheesecake?
Because you know how you can have a chocolate pie.
Yeah, you can have a chocolate pie. You have a chocolate pecan pie. You can have a chocolate pudding pie.
Yeah.
Banana pudding is a very famous vanilla flavored situation. There's bananas in it.
There's bananas in it, and sometimes those bananas completely overpower the vanilla.
Oh, I am the person that always picks the bananas out because I don't like bananas. I love plantains.
That's for another day. Wow. You heard it here right now at minute whatever of this episode.
Yeah.
Plantains versus bananas is gonna happen.
Oh, you know what? Our next episode, plantains versus bananas. We're doing it.
Please,
you ready?
Please don't.
You ready?
You
ready?
set yourself up.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on. Come with it.
I don't think you're really ready to lose back to back.
You're not ready to lose back to back. Your greatest failure was salsa and tomato soup.
Episodes ago, you're still clinging on to that old.
Ma'am, that was not episodes ago. Okay, don't do that, ma'am. Don't do that.
When you even have a topping, there's not that many vanilla toppings that go on to chocolate ice cream. But there's lots of chocolate toppings that pop all over that vanilla scoop. Okay?
So you're saying that there's no vanilla toppings?
Just not many.
What if chocolate is just loose? What if chocolate is just for the streets? What if chocolate is doing too much? What if chocolate... Chocolate's doing too much.
No.
What if that's the thing?
You are not going to call my delicious mocha, my delicious dark, my delicious milk. You're not going to call all of my chocolates hoes. That's not what's going to happen.
I'm just saying that it had to be so versatile because it could not focus.
We need to sit down and pray for your loose, your plain, your basic vanilla. That's what we need to do.
What if chocolate is doing all of this because it couldn't there's no refinement, okay? Maybe it's giving you, maybe it's McDonald's, okay? Maybe it's McDonald's. Maybe it's out here just throwing anything.
You need to slow where you're going right now because you're about to crash, all right?
I ain't got to do
You're about to crash. You sound, as someone who was the tomato soup, you sound like the tomato soup right now.
Don't you
because
dare.
when you say...
But I know chocolate is still chocolate. I know chocolate is still chocolate. I'm not finna sit up and say that. Listen, salsa will never be tomato soup. Okay.
When
chocolate will always be doing all of this out here. Okay.
When you say that, what if chocolate is McDonald's? Please remember. Please remember. What flavor a McFlurry is and is vanilla. Only vanilla.
And then you just add stuff. It's like a blizzard at Dairy Queen. It's a base. It's giving what it can do is it can give you other things. Or it could just be an ice cream cone. One of the first time as a child that you was able to use a machine, from the first time you saw an ice cream cone coming out of a machine, it was vanilla or vanilla chocolate swirl. But it was vanilla day one, baby. Vanilla been here since you had teeth.
That's simply not true. It was vanilla or chocolate or the swirl.
Hey, you out here? So your machine had 3 nozzles. Congratulations! Look at God.
And look, I know what you tried to do. You tried to get me to go off the rails, and it's not going to work.
No. Listen, you got to go off the rails
because
the rails are fine and established. All I'm saying is you are really coming at me. Like you own Hershey's. Like you own Lindor. Like you own all of it. Don't mean nothing to me. Okay?
No, name me one of the vanilla companies. Go ahead.
What you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? You just started rattling it off. Chocolate companies. Tell me those great, beautiful, powerful empires of vanilla.
What?
They don't exist.
Madagascar, baby.
The country?
It's their... You said empires. That is their... McCormick, okay? That's who's out here giving you vanilla. But this is the thing. I named chocolate companies. You've never had... You can buy vanilla beans, right? Mm-hmm. And do whatever you need in your life, okay? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You can't go pick up a bag of cacao beans. That's not happening. You got to process this. You just can't show up and be like, hey, let me get that pod. Let me get that giant bean and get the seeds out. Dry these seeds, ground them, add sugar, because what you have to remember is that you've never had chocolate in its pure form. Chocolate is not sweet.
It's not about being sweet. It's about being delicious. It's about being versatile.
And all they do is add sugar to it. When they do something with a vanilla bean, you infuse it with a cream. You know, you can have that vanilla flavor. You ever had Baker's chocolate?
The bittersweet?
No. Baker's chocolate.
Just the big brick of chocolate.
Yeah, but the thing is, Baker's chocolate is actually the true form of chocolate because there's no sugar in it. We all remember the other episode of Roseanne where DJ bit into Baker's chocolate. He's like, ugh. And we were like, she's like, yeah, I tried to tell you 6 times. So, what I'm saying is, chocolate in its raw form is not good if you put sugar in it.
That's simply not true.
Have you had plain chocolate?
I have had plain chocolate. And I've also had the darkest of dark chocolate from...
They still put sugar in it.
No, I know, but that one, when you go to like Ecuador, or you go to these countries that do the 95%.
So for you to prove this point, you had to go to Ecuador?
I didn't have to go to Ecuador. I'm simply saying that at every level of putting sugar in chocolate, all the way to no sugar, it was fire. All the way to no sugar. So from no sugar all the way to just sugar, chocolate is dope. And it's useful. It's useful.
If it was dope, how come nobody's... If it was dope, chocolate with no sugar. Why is that not something you can really... Like, other than like big ass brick or Baker's chocolate, which also looks stepped on. No one's... Because dark chocolate... Because like they've given us dark chocolate, given us milk chocolate, given all those things, right? Mm-hmm. So dark chocolate is chocolate that has no milk in it. Is that what dark chocolate is? Like,
no, dark chocolate has less sugar, almost no ingredients. Like when you see the percentages of like the cacao in it, that's when you know it's like truly not only just quality but also healthier for you, because there's almost no ingredients at all. The only ingredient will be what they put in it with the mix. So if you have like a matcha dark chocolate, you'll read it and it'll say like the bittersweet chocolate, the matcha green, and cane sugar will usually be like one of the last ingredients, which means they put the least of that in there.
They let these people put grass in this chocolate?
You can put anything in chocolate.
What about matcha?
Yeah.
Tastes like grass.
I've had it and they made it very good.
It's grass. It's very complicated to make, but it tastes like fresh lawn.
Because your vanilla is like a platform. You said it yourself. It's a carrier.
No one's making money off it. Okay, I'm not making no money off of this vanilla. You're not making no money off of this vanilla. So you're making no money off this chocolate. Okay.
Then vanilla in general is like a carrier. It's a platform. It's like an elevator floor. All right.
But it could also...
Chocolate is the whole house.
No,
it's the whole house you're in.
But vanilla can be listen, when you look at these specialty flavor ice creams, chocolate is not always the base. Because if you put a bunch of stuff in a chocolate ice cream, it just tastes like chocolate ice cream. Right? But vanilla, throw a little caramel swirl in it. Throw a little fudge swirl. Hey, do both. You're an American. Nobody can stop you. You're awful. So out here throwing all kinds of things in this ice cream, right? Because it's a collaborator, okay? Chocolate is a bully. It's pushing all other flavors out the way. Like,
this
I
is
do
insane. This is wild. Hey, I'm telling you, as someone who's been where you are right now, this is a mirror, okay? I'm trying to help you the way you tried to help me. Chocolate is a bully.
Okay, it's sitting up melting in your hands, getting all over your face, making you look like that you ain't a college graduate. All right?
But why are there so many chocolate candies and there aren't that many vanilla candies? We've already established that bars.
Because of the nature of the plant. For the same reason that there's orange juice and not pine juice. There's no flower, you get juice out of fruit. We're not asking plants that don't have fruit to be juice. So
wait, what was that apple juice versus pine juice thing?
You're saying that there's no vanilla bars, and there's no vanilla bars because of the nature of vanilla.
And now I'm asking why there's no vanilla. There's no vanilla M&Ms. There's no vanilla. You know what I'm saying? Like loose candies.
Because it is a flavor that comes from. It's think of it like more like a herb because it's a plant that gives you a flavor. So like your bay leaves, oreganos, stuff like that. So you're not going to get the same things out of vanilla that you get out of chocolate because of the nature of the plant. You can't squeeze vanilla and get oil. Like you can't get oil out of every. Like you can get soybean oil, canola. I still don't know what a canola is. But
yeah, I've never met a canola.
I've never seen her in the streets. I've never seen her out here working. She does what she does, right?
Yeah.
But also sesame oil. What a tiny seed. What a tiny seed.
Giving us flavor.
Giving us flavor, bro.
Like I remember the first time I had something with sesame oil in it. I was like, I think that must have been the devil because that was just too much flavor hitting me all at once. That was insane.
And you've ever eaten a sesame seed? It didn't give you all of that.
No. I've had an everything bagel and it tastes like nothing.
Nothing. So the fact that like they're really out here, they were like, listen, we got these tiny ass seeds. We're going to squeeze on this plant. We're going to do something out here. Right?
What I will offer up though is to your point of think of it as an herb. There are herbs that can be candied that we have mints. A mint is an herb, right? Isn't a mint an herb?
You're boiling. There's vanilla candy. We know there's vanilla candy.
I know there's vanilla candy. I'm asking you to offer up what vanilla candies stack up to all the chocolate candies that are out there. I'm not saying why aren't there any. I'm saying what do you think is a good vanilla candy?
Honestly, my favorite candy is Reese's Pieces.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, why would you tell me? Why would you offer it up on camera?
It used to be Butterfingers. It was Snickers, Butterfingers.
Oh.
And then
you're killing me right now.
And then I just got to the source where it was just like, I just want peanut butter. That's all I want. So now my favorite candy is Reese's Pieces.
I will throw it out there one more time because I feel like I didn't quite get my question answered from before.
Well, what?
We both agree that we had chocolate in all of its forms here. And it wasn't until we either traveled abroad or had the chocolate from abroad that we were like, wow, this is it. Right?
Yeah.
I'm asking why you think that the vanilla that we have isn't better in other places. I'll offer it up, extend the olive branch. I've never had Madagascar vanilla, but I also haven't had any vanilla that was better than the vanilla I grew up with. And that's where the refinement is bumping me, because you talk about refined sophistication, can't be everywhere, can't be doing everything. But then when it's doing any other thing, it tastes just like it did when it was doing the other stuff.
Wow. So did you ever have the vanilla Tootsie Roll?
I did.
When Tootsie Roll came out with flavors, now I can say Tootsie Roll don't do chocolate that great. So I was not impressed, but I can tell you it was the strawberry one that they did.
The strawberry, the orange is pretty good.
Banging. I think Tootsie Roll has really just missed the mark. Like, fuck it. Just roll it.
Should have been flavors the whole time.
Should have been flavors the whole time.
I would agree with that. I have no problem offering up that not every chocolate company is doing chocolate to the degree that it deserves.
Right.
But I just don't know what vanilla is doing. I feel like vanilla is the flavor of the 1700s. It's just it's time has passed.
I don't think its time has passed. I think it's still giving us, because there's we've got vanilla fudge, we got other vanilla candies, little cream savers. That's vanilla. Vanilla fudge. I was surprised about it. Also, I realized vanilla is fudge is too much for me sometimes. Mm-hmm. So I can always get down with fudge.
Now, is every fudge chocolate?
No. You can have the toffee fudge. Remember
you can toffee fudge. Yeah.
You have different flavors of fudge. I thought fudge had to be chocolate. Until I went to college with a lot of white women, and they were like, "Oh no, girl, you can make fudge anything." Because there's peanut butter fudge. You've had peanut butter fudge.
Yeah, I've had peanut butter fudge. I just assumed that there was a little bit of chocolate in it.
Now, I can say I don't know what the hell fudge is, truly. I saw a girl make it in the
fudge
microwave
just seems
sometimes.
congealed
Something.
of the thing that you're eating.
I think there's condensed milk in it. I think there's a thing. You can make fudge different. I've had peppermint fudge, all kinds of fudge. Because, we've all been to a mountain town. And been to a, oh my God, I just had the word for it. General store. But yeah, I'm just saying that, no, there's not a lot. I don't know there's a lot of mainstream, out here every day, vanilla candies. No, that's not a thing. While chocolate is everywhere. But
Maybe it's the demand and they have to up the supply.
What are you talking about? Chocolate?
Yeah. I think that vanilla, maybe it's just not in demand like that. So then they get by how they can get by. You have to get it how you live, as they say.
So you're...
in the streets.
And if anybody's in the streets, it's chocolate. Vanilla is a flavor. Chocolate is a thing. If that makes sense.
Nope. I will not let you do this. This is how conspiracy theories start. This is no. Vanilla's a flavor, chocolate is a thing, all right? And it's not a thing from this world. And it's an inside job. You can find the real chocolate, the original chocolate, at Area 52. That's the area they don't tell you about. Nah.
What I'm saying, in the same way that mint can't be a bar.
Mm-hmm.
Mint doesn't do what chocolate does. But you're not out here attacking mint.
Because other people have not had the audacity to compare mint and chocolate. They'll put the mint
flavors.
in chocolate.
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm comparing flavors. You are trying to compare carriers of the flavors. Bars, cakes, ice cream. So I'm talking about the flavor.
I'm with you. I'm just saying I'm proving that there's a better flavor by where it goes and what it can do and how many people want it in all its forms. So you're saying that because it has a bigger distribution because of the nature of the plant what it can become. I'll make a full plain flavor argument right now. Okay. In a chocolate milkshake and a vanilla milkshake at a diner. A mistake that I often see it happen. I've had it happen to me throughout my entire life. When you get a vanilla milkshake,
yes,
the ratio of milk can be off, and it can easily be off because vanilla is a carrier. The distribution of milk and chocolate in a chocolate shake is much harder to mess up, because if you put too much milk in a chocolate shake, it's not even going to look like a chocolate shake. It's going to look like a dirty milk, So
you're saying just because vanilla and milk are both white?
No, I'm saying what I've had happen to me in my life has been milkshakes, whether they were chocolate or vanilla. The vanilla, sometimes it can't even overpower the milk. Now I'm just drinking some cold milk with some ice in it with a little bit of vanilla flavor.
So because you've been to a diner owned by some cheap motherfuckers who bought cheap ass ice cream or thought that somebody wouldn't notice because they didn't put enough vanilla ice cream in to this milkshake, this is vanilla's fault? Because I've had some very amazing vanilla milkshakes, but honestly, my milkshake of choice is strawberry or a cookies and cream or have you been to the Chick-fil-A and had
the peach,
the peach one,
the lemonade one,
the frosted lemonade, or a mint cookies and cream shake?
I mean, the fact that you're not saying vanilla is a bit telling.
I've said vanilla, and I also said other things that I like. Because, one, I'm not always a milkshake person, okay? But you know what I love? I love a Blizzard from Dairy Queen. But yeah, all I'm saying is that I'm not trying to win here.
Real quick, I'm so sorry. I'm just because I also know we have to wrap up soon. You reminded me. You know how at Dairy Queen they're supposed to flip the Blizzard upside down to show you how thick it is,
fall out.
And there's nothing like when it falls out because the cashier and the driver just looking at it on the ground, and then they got to go do another one. But it's like when the confidence that they flip it. And it almost never falls out. So then when it's a little too thin and they go... Well,
that's why. You ever seen the British Baking Show? They're like, oh, your meringue is good if you can turn it over above your head and it doesn't fall out. And I'm like, why are we testing this that way?
It doesn't have to be the head. Yeah,
it doesn't have to be your head. It could go over your workbench. I would test it over a trash can. Like, why is it? Because you'll see them just like looking up at it like, I hope it doesn't fall out. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're international television. You must trust you a lot, or you trust these peaks to really be popping like this. I know that a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but that's because we all love a chocolate bar. You know, it wasn't, Charlie and the Vanilla Factory. That didn't happen. So I understand that people have a place in their hearts for chocolate. I didn't expect to win this. Okay? I just wanted to have the discussion. So listen, I'm Dulce Sloan, okay, on the things DULCESLOAN on all of the social media platforms that make you question your self-esteem. And this is my friend, my cohort, my buddy,
Josh Johnson. And you can find me on all the stuff at Josh Johnson Comedy. TikTok, YouTube, all that stuff. Hit me up on Instagram. Let us know in the comments of these videos that get posted what you think. And feel free to let us know what you'd love to hear us talk about next. If there's a classic duo that you think one's better than the other, if there's a classic rivalry that you want to get our thoughts on, y'all just let us know. But we appreciate you listening. We hope you had fun listening. And I hope you have a great day into the weekend.
Call your mom.
Josh Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host, fellow stand-up comedian Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
I am doing well, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. I think you'd even say that I'm thankful.
Ugh, gross.
Wow. Yes.
Yes. How does it feel? How does it feel when
have turned? Oh yes. Oh.
You have become what you hated.
No,
what you feeling thankful about? What are you? Yeah, because I guess this will come out on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah. I mean, this is a thing. I guess I'm thankful, especially because we talked in Minneapolis when we were doing Acme Comedy Club, and we talked about how every once in a while I not just feel the need, but it's important to like reconnect with people, whether that's over Facebook or calls or just like reminiscing stuff and everything. And
exes, you're like a weird ex.
I think maybe this is just me, but I never really feel I'm self-conscious about a lot of things, but I never really feel that self-conscious about trying to reconnect with someone who I haven't talked to in a long time if we at least left it on friendly terms. Like there are people that you knew in college or something that, y'all were friendly, but obviously after college you went your separate ways and maybe you haven't talked since. And it's like, to me, it's actually sometimes people make it a thing where they don't want to hit people up if enough time has passed at all. And I'm like, well, it's not like you were enemies. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Like
I get what you mean.
Like, I think that for me, I don't know if I've ever had that. I realize that some people aren't pick up where you left off type friends, but I've never had the thing of like, because I feel like there was even a period where like 6 months went by and you and I hadn't talked, but then when I hit you up, it was like nothing. You know what I mean? There was like this would have been maybe.
This would have been like your first or second year in New York.
I think it was my second year because the first year we were talking a lot.
And we were doing those college gigs and stuff too. So we were getting to see each other on the road a lot. Yeah, I mean, well, I remember, that year would have been like, because that would have been after my dog had to have a bunch of surgery, so I was just like working a day job, and like I was barely doing comedy like the amount I wanted to, because I just needed to like pay off that debt. And then I think you had maybe just left the Tonight Show, or was finishing up your run there.
Maybe I just left or something. Yeah.
I think you were already working there when we were doing those college gigs. But and now, fuck, a week to not talk to you would be just the best. I'm kidding. No, I literally, honestly,
say how you feel.
Honestly, I know. I just said that. I said that just to be a dick, but I genuinely had the thought this weekend that because we got to just hang out in Minneapolis, and I thought, it is cool. We do get to see each other as much as we do.
Yeah,
It actually just made me happy that I'm like, oh man, because especially for starting in Chicago together, and then we do not live there anymore, either of us.
Yeah,
it would be real easy to not see each other.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, big yawn at that statement. Cool. Makes me feel validated. Makes me feel loved.
Yeah. Maybe take a week off of seeing me, and you'll feel the validation
better about myself.
Again. I say all that to say that it's like every once in a while I'll hit somebody up and we, have like chop it up for a little bit, and they'll remind me of something, or like talking to them will remind me of something happened with another person that they didn't even mention, and I just feel like it's such a treasure. Like the this is gonna sound very corny, but I think that when you are using socials right, and like using things to actually stay in contact with people, it is one of the best things that I think we've ever done. Like, it's almost always the worst. It's like 9% the worst.
Oh yeah.
It's like literally ramping up and exacerbating mental illness. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
But I think that if you really do use it as like a forever yearbook, and you hit people up, or just tell them that, like, the amount of people who have just reached out to be like, hey, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I'm really proud of you for, like, I remember you used to say you'd like to do comedy or something, and now you're doing it, or, like, stuff like that is actually like real soul fuel, like I think that it makes me really happy that you never know. I guess without sounding like self-deprecating or anything, but it's like you don't know who needs to hear certain things, and I almost always need to hear certain things, and so it's like always nice when someone is like
needy.
Yeah, and and so I said all this to say that I was chatting with a friend, and I know that on the Thanksgiving episode, not only do we sometimes at least say what we're thankful for, but we also tell Thanksgiving related stories,
Have we ever said we're thankful for? I feel like this is
I thought I said I was thankful for you one year.
That doesn't sound like you.
Okay. Well, maybe it never happened. Maybe I just said it in my head and then we didn't actually say it into the mic, because that's just as likely.
No, I think we did. I'm kidding. Sorry, I'm being a little stinker. Okay, I'm feeling saucy.
Wow, stinker.
I'm being a little stinker right now.
Wow.
We had a great weekend at Acme. You were just on the Late Show last night.
Oh yeah.
It was cool to see. I always love seeing you on TV. It's been a little weird because today I'm getting messages congratulating me on your success, and I'm not quite sure what to do with that.
Yeah.
But I'm very proud of you.
Yeah. I will say sometimes sometimes I will not be doing a touring show. I'll just be doing a regular show in New York, like a spot.
Right.
Like a spot.
Yeah.
And people will be like, so is Logan coming? And I'm like, I don't think that they could pay him enough to come do these 10 minutes in Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's that interesting thing of when you kind of intertwine careers with somebody.
Yeah, it's like, wait, he's gonna be in Tacoma and Denver, but Brooklyn is not as glamorous of a spot, you know.
Well, I love doing it. I love going to Brooklyn and doing shows, but I need to string together several to make it feel worth it.
Yeah, yeah, and they would have to be
less
paying.
lucrative. We'll call it. Yes, yeah,
Yeah, it's like I don't know if this bar show at 1 a.m. is gonna be the thing that gets him on a plane. You know?
Yeah, it's not really setting me up for next year the way I want it to. You know.
And so basically, I was chatting with someone, and they were telling me that in their family, they have an aunt that cannot really cook is even a strong word. She has trouble doing things with heat. All right.
Fire bad.
Yeah, if she has to apply heat, it's going to be a wreck.
It's a Frankenstein aunt.
An actual car accident of a dish.
Aunt-Stein.
That was a reach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frankenstein's Onster.
Oh.
I like that one.
Yeah, I'm glad you do. and she
Fire bad. Continue.
One year for Thanksgiving, which I didn't even know. Tell me, because we have access to different communities, I'll say, and tell me if you've ever heard of this before.
We have access to different communities. Yeah, what white people shit do you want to talk about? Go ahead.
So for Thanksgiving, she brought a fruitcake.
Okay.
Is that normal?
For Thanksgiving?
Yeah. I thought fruitcake was a Christmas thing.
It's more of a Christmas thing. Yeah, I've never seen fruitcake at Thanksgiving.
I've never in my life. It doesn't even seem like it would go with anything.
Yeah. Yeah, because you already got enough breaded and strangely sweetened things. Like a fruitcake is just, I don't know. But I frankly don't understand the purpose of a fruitcake at Christmas either. So
yeah, okay.
So why not? Why not? Fuck it. Why not? Just take it, take it anywhere. No one likes it.
I will say,
4th of July.
In my life, I've had one type. So I've had one good fruitcake.
Okay.
And it was homemade from a woman that my family knew. And it was amazing. And then ever since, and I remember eating another fruitcake thinking it would be like the other one. Like, I didn't know I was tasting the best fruitcake I'd ever have. I thought I was just tasting fruitcake. I thought this is just what fruitcake was. And so then I went to eat someone else's fruitcake, and the level of disgust when I tell you that it was a war crime committed in the mouth. All right. Mm-hmm. It was so disgusting, and it was so the opposite. Even the texture wise, it was so the opposite of the fruitcake that my mom's friend had made. I used to get excited for the holiday to go over there to have this fruitcake.
Oh, okay.
It was that good.
You realized then later that you had been living a lie.
Not only that I had been
in this reality that no one else gets to exist in.
I not only. Oh, it made me shudder the next time I saw the fruitcake I loved.
Oh no!
The next
it ruined all fruitcakes for you.
The next 3 fruitcakes I had, because maybe it's a Southern thing too that some people just make fruitcake for the holiday. But maybe. I remember I had a bought one, I had the nasty one, and I had the mid one, and all 3 of them ruined the idea of you know what I mean? It's like if you had Doritos, and so you just think this is what they come in packages. This is what Doritos are, and then you have 3 more Doritos, and one tastes like ass, and one tastes like just glass.
Yeah,
and then one tastes almost like cheese, but with too much styrofoam. You'd be like, I think I'm off Doritos now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a real Goldilocks situation you found yourself in.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how comfortable the bed is if there's fucking bears.
Yeah, if everyone is home.
If everyone's home and they're bears, I don't care if the porridge rules. I'm out of here.
And so
I can't get past the way fruitcakes look most times though, because they look like a carpet filled with Jolly Ranchers.
Yes, exactly. But I'm telling you, maybe it's just because I was young enough. I was so young that I also was just willing to try stuff, and it was just sweet enough to be good. And then I had my first slice, and I was like, that was actually amazing.
Yeah, I've definitely tried it and disliked it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That's one of those ones where I'm like, I don't need to try to find a good fruitcake. My life is full enough. I can miss this.
There was one out there that sadly most people will never have. There was someone who took fruitcake and made it something good. Mm-hmm. Anyway, the auntie who makes the fruitcake for Thanksgiving, it's not good. And it's not just not good because fruitcake is not good. So it was her tender loving care that made this fruitcake so nasty.
She put the hate right into it.
Yeah. I'm like, apparently, this is what I was told at least. Apparently, this fruitcake is so bad that it's like she can cook and purposely did the opposite.
Oh, I like that.
Like it's
I want that cooking show.
Let's just mix the salt and sugar now.
Yeah,
and
that's like someone believing in their skill, and so they're really testing their limits. They're trying to really fly as close to the sun as they can get.
Yeah.
So it's like, what can I do? What is at what moment do I cross the threshold and this becomes poison?
Yeah. And so no one ever wanted it because this has been happening for years, right? And there was even like a stink with like a real like almost fight between, I guess, like sisters and stuff. So that aunt was like one of four or whatever. And then I think that she thought, because this happens a lot with people who can't cook, they think it's just like with any other talent that a person doesn't possess. They think that outside forces are blocking them.
Or you just don't get it.
You just don't get it. So your mouth just doesn't get it, right?
Your mouth doesn't get what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And
now,
that's your problem, and you can fix it and get on board. And
never
fix that
mind,
mouth.
She would also not eat it. It'd be different if a person was the
Like
only person who ate what they brought. You know what I'm saying?
Just eating the whole fruitcake by yourself.
Yeah, like
If you guys don't want it, I'm gonna eat all of it. I'm gonna eat it all.
And so it's not even that situation where she's sitting by herself eating the fruitcake and she's the only one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how some people try to guilt you, like, this thing that I brought sure is good,
Right, yeah.
And so, so it's for 1 year, it's the fact that the placement on the table, people couldn't reach it, which is also a ridiculous, like. It's such a ridiculous excuse for people to not be eating your food. It's like that's everyone. Yeah. Everyone at the table is saying pass me. So if they can't reach it, they don't want it is what's happening, right?
Yeah.
And then there was another year.
So now they've caught it as it's a conspiracy now.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy against their fruitcake. And then there was another year where they were like, oh, someone else brought something that was too close to fruitcake and everybody picked that. And it's like, well, now you're just mad at dessert. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's just like, hey.
Right.
We can't be mad that someone brought a pecan pie and that's somehow too close to fruitcake. You're reaching,
Yeah.
And so it got to the point where apparently outside of the cooking, this is a very decent, good family member, right? Like this is their one hang up. And it's the one thing that they all argue over, like not even politics or anything. It's just like, why won't anybody eat my fruitcake? And so basically they decide just as a family, like those there's the family text chain and then there's a family text chain with the people that really don't need to be in there.
Right, yeah.
Okay. So in the tight family text chain is just how I'll refer to it. in the tight knit family text chain, everybody's like, what are we going to do this year? This is like 3 years ago. What are we going to do this year? Because we can't have another like argument over this fruitcake. I'm just not having it, you know? And it was like, and apparently a lot of family will come as well. So it's like embarrassing because the side of the family that's hosting then gets embarrassed because it looks like they're just crazy.
Oh, so it's like different families too, not just like all from the same side of the family.
It's not
it's like
all
married in. Okay.
Yeah, it's not just all one immediate circle of family. It's like this is the place that the family comes to, right? So if the core family is 5, the other 15 are coming to that house, right?
Okay, gotcha. And we're not just talking cousins or anything. We're talking like whole separate married in family.
Yeah, like people bringing their spouses, right?
Yeah.
And so then every year there's been like this argument over fruitcake for one reason or another, and it makes them like after a few years, it just seems like this is how y'all are, you know, because we only see you twice a year.
Yeah.
And so for half the time we see you, y'all are cursing over fruitcake.
But here's the thing. At a point, would you miss it? Would it not be the holidays without?
Apparently, it would be a better holiday, is what I'm told. Right? And so then in the tight-knit family text chain, they were like, we got to do something, right? And so they were like, okay, this year.
Now it is a conspiracy.
It is a conspiracy now. Like now it's actually a self-fulfilling prophecy.
It's an actual fruitcake conspiracy now. They're actually
yeah, it's really happening. And so now they're like, what we need to do is act like everybody wants it, because then it'll just die down, because the aunt cooking it is the one that's like, she's like watching it now. Like now it's become a point of contention where she'll just be watching the cake the entire dinner, right? She she really people try to talk to her about other stuff, and she just going, let me see if I can do the face. She was just going like just nothing but that slacked, like because she's watching the cake anyway. They're like, we all need to act like we want it, and so that way it won't even be a discussion. We could even maybe take it off the table and be like, oh no, I want to take the whole thing home. And so they honestly had like a little play rehearsed of how they were going to handle this. Because she brought the fruitcake, right? Mm-hmm. And then when she brought it, there was one sister that was like, oh, you know, if you wouldn't mind, I want to just take this fruitcake home. Because I'm having some people over, right? And I would love to.
And I don't want them to stay long.
I'm having some people over, and I would love for them to have this. Because, like, you know, I already had to cook and bring stuff for Thanksgiving. And the Friendsgiving, I guess the Friendsgiving was going to be right after Thanksgiving at her house, whatever.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And so she was like, you have to just let me bring this, and then I'll use some of the food that I didn't bring today. And then the aunt was like ecstatic. She was like, oh yeah, oh wow, that'd be great. Like she's like so taken aback that somebody wants it in general. She doesn't ask any follow-up questions, anything, right? And so she's like, oh, that's great. Okay. And then they end up they end up really hamming it up, because now that it's not on the table, and now that it's like in the kitchen, packaged, ready to go home with the other sister. Now they're like, ooh, because now people who are bringing a new person, so there are people who brought like boyfriends and girlfriends, stuff like that for Thanksgiving. Now they're like, ooh, I wish Sean would have been able to try that.
Oh, yep. Here it is. Here's where it falls apart.
But then they're like, no, but we can't cut it though. You know, it would be weird to cut it because it's going to be on the table tomorrow at my friend's giving, you know?
Yeah.
So now people are hamming it up knowing there's no consequences to their actions.
See, and that friend being like, well, we can't cut it. It's going to be on my table. That was them being like, guys, don't fuck this up.
Yeah.
They were trying to be subtle about it, but trying to be like, guys, do not ruin.
Yeah.
I've already saved us. I dove on the grenade. Don't now kick me because you want the grenade.
Yeah. And so now they're in a pretty spot. They're in a beautiful spot where basically they don't have to eat the fruitcake. Everyone is having a good Thanksgiving. Like even the fruitcake aunt, she out here like doing the most because she's just happy somebody like she probably, because this is years of in repeat of coming in and having her fruitcake disrespected, right? And this is clearly not a self-aware person, because this isn't the type of person who makes a nasty fruitcake and is like, I'm gonna redeem myself with a different dish next year.
No. Instead, she just shows up with the same one and gets angrier. It's that whole like that thing they say about the definition of insanity.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Doing the same thing and expecting different results.
A literal fruitcake, okay? Anyway, so she's out here just doing the most, just like yakking it up, eating extra, just like making jokes, everything. This is her moment, you know? So Thanksgiving goes great.
It's the happiest she's ever been in her life.
It's the happiest that she's been at least at Thanksgiving. And you know the craziest thing is I don't know how many years that she brought the fruitcake, but it was enough.
Two is too many. So
yeah.
If it became this big of a deal, it means it's a persistent problem and she makes it a problem.
Yeah. And so then they all make it out scot-free, right? And there really was, the sister really did have a Friendsgiving the day after Thanksgiving, right? Mm-hmm. And
she's told her friends about how terrible this fruitcake is, so now they finally get to see for themselves.
And lo and behold, day comes Friendsgiving. Guess who shows up?
Oh shit!
To watch
you were too specific
to
about
watch
the
them
plans.
eat it, I guess. Completely uninvited. Her sister shows up and it's like, oh hey, you know, I brought, and she this is the craziest thing. This is how you know this person is an agent of chaos, right? Mm-hmm. She comes to the Friendsgiving uninvited, but then brings a store-bought pie. She already got the fruitcake, so she's technically already contributed, but she brought a store-bought pie just to, like, I guess, have something in her hand when she showed up, right?
Uh-huh.
And so...
Please tell me that fruitcake is already in the garbage. Please tell me that.
Look, you can't be out here guessing next steps.
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump ahead, but
No. So this was so crazy. So
they threw this thing out of the car driving home that night.
No. They did
ditch.
bring it home, but it's in. They did bring it home, right?
Okay.
And they literally brought it home for safety because they were like, if we throw it away here, there's always a chance she might outstay us, or like that she might come back and forget something and see we threw it away and then we'll never hear the end of it, you know?
Yeah. She might do a sweep of a nearby field. We gotta.
They even brought it home for safety. And then this woman shows up with a store
buried it in
bought
their
pie,
yard.
and then was like, I was just, I was wondering if I could join you. It was so good to see family, and I'd love to meet some more of your friends, blah blah blah, right? And it's also her sister, so it's like it's almost weird now. She's like, you can't stay here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
before you continue, my arc with this woman has been, at first I weirdly kind of respected her because just the pettiness. The pure pettiness of just like, know what, I'm going to keep making the same thing and they are going to like it. And I'm going to make a deal out of it. It's not a great trait to have, but I kind of respected it. Now I do just kind of genuinely feel bad for her. It sounds like she doesn't have much going on. That she's not. If just the thought of someone maybe trying her fruitcake is making her show up unannounced, now I just kind of feel bad.
you know what it is? It's the culinary version of when you love a YouTube video and then you get your friend to watch it and then you watch them watch it.
Yeah. And then they don't like it, and then you start really trying to explain why it's funny to you.
Yeah.
And you realize that doesn't help. That will
Yeah.
never fix it.
You
They're not going
finally-
to suddenly be like, oh, I do get it. Like,
Yeah, you try to put it together why cats are better, and you're just like, really, now you're just talking a lot. You're talking longer than the video was.
Yeah.
And so they have to, as covertly as possible, when I tell you dig the fruitcake out of the trash. And it's not in the trash inside.
Oh.
It's in a bag.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
in a bag.
no.
It's in a bag.
It's old trash now.
They threw it away the night before and they took the garbage out.
Oh. I hope the cans are at the curb too, so they have to distract her so they can sneak out the front.
But basically, they have like a couple of friends without knowing it even, right? They are getting friends unknowingly running interference on her so they can go dig this fruitcake out of the trash, right? And luckily, the way they packaged it, there's not much trash on it because it's like really wrapped in foil a bunch of times, and like it's not great. You never want anything straight out of the trash like that, but it's not like completely ruined, you know?
Right, yeah.
I mean, never mind the fact that it's been in a trash bag all night with trash.
Yeah.
But it's not
But will this
noticeably
improve the
ruined.
flavor from what we've heard?
Ooh, coffee grounds. I've never had that in fruitcake. And so then they bring it in, and then her and her husband are having an argument over like if they should serve it or not, because they're like, we can't, like, we have to let her see that it's here, but once she sees that it's here, she's gonna be like, why aren't you? It'll just be the same thing all over again. So her sister is like,
And she's here, so she's clearly not leaving.
Yeah.
She's staying until someone eats this damn fruitcake.
And so her sister is like, we have to serve it. We have to. And her husband is the one that's like, hey, you gotta just, at some point, you gotta tell your sister you all love her. All right? Like, you gotta get this person out of your life if this fruitcake is if you about to serve dirty fruitcake at our Thanksgiving table to our friends, I think that your sister's taking you to a dark place.
While your sister eats a different dessert, we're going to feed our friends garbage.
And
This is not a healthy relationship.
and basically, a husband lost, wife walked out, and they served dirty fruitcake at their Friendsgiving. That was not, it wasn't redeemable. It, like, I don't know what she thought would happen by giving it to strangers. Like, maybe she thought strangers would be so polite that they wouldn't, like, they'd act like they liked it or something, and she'd be scot-free. Apparently, two people, like, what's the right adjective? Apparently, two people, this is from what I'm told, two people, like, vehemently spit it out. Like, I don't know how many people were there, but two in any ratio is enough to be a big deal. You know what I mean? Because even if you had 10, that means a fifth of the people there spit out your food.
I mean, well, just especially, like, no matter, even if one person had done it and there had been 50 people there, I think it still would have hurt because this woman was showing up specifically just to see anyone eat and enjoy her fruitcake, which now all she's done is prolong the disappointment. And now she's going to start showing up to this Friendsgiving every year.
Because then this is the other thing that ends up happening. She is like, you know, eating with everyone, chatting with everyone. And apparently outside of fruitcake, this person is great, you know, good mood, affable, all this stuff like that.
Okay.
But the two
a
people,
chill hang the rest of the year. But.
Yeah. Two people spit it out, right? and one person spit it out into a napkin. They did the polite thing of like, oh my goodness, this is gross, sort of covering their mouth and spitting it out to where maybe you almost can catch
a
it.
Hand.
And the other one coughed it out at the table.
And then just went, oh, no, yucky, yucky, yucky.
And so that's what it was like. Oh, this is up now, right?
Yeah.
All for nothing. The whole reason I tell the story is that lies get you nowhere. Okay? Honesty is always the best policy.
It is the best policy. That's what we've learned here from the fruitcake conspiracy.
Because if you try to shield yourself and others from the truth, you end up eating dirty fruitcake the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Yeah. So what we're trying to say is sometimes you just need to tell your siblings they're bad at something.
Don't do it anymore. Just tell them that this one is bad.
Just don't do it here.
Yeah.
Listen, you have to stop making fruitcakes. I just don't want to see it anymore.
Because the thing that is so mind-blowing to me about that whole situation is that y'all were already arguing every year. Mm-hmm. So then why not at some point just say your food is not good?
Yeah. We don't like it, Rhonda.
Nothing about this is tasty, okay?
We don't want this. How have you not figured it out? We're all being so polite and trying to let you figure it out.
You have made
no one wants this.
The flavorful version of a cake with knives in it, okay? And no one wants to cut their tongue today.
It was almost the perfect plan, too.
Yeah.
They almost got away with it, but they didn't realize the true wild card that she is.
Yeah, that she would show up to an uninvited dinner. Like, you don't even know if there's a place at the table for you.
No. Yeah.
You don't know how many friends coming. You don't know if these are like work friends that she's trying to impress. You were just like, hey, I'm going to roll up tomorrow and I'm going to watch them eat it.
Yeah. Yeah, like a genuine intruder.
Yeah.
That's damn near breaking and entering what she did.
It's rare that a burglar brings a pie and doesn't take anything but your taste.
But frankly, it would hurt my feelings if a burglar showed up and made me eat bad food and ate better food in front of me. I'd be upset for a couple of reasons.
It's like you have to ask yourself why you aren't eating it every year.
Yes. That is truly the baffling part, that she seems to have never tasted it herself.
I think this is what I think happens, right? This is and this is how I've rationalized this person. I think that she tastes everything along the way and doesn't think that all those flavors put together could possibly be bad. I think she dips her finger in the sugar and she's like, yep, sugar's good today. And
I love sugar.
And then she dips her finger in the bread mix and she's like, that's delicious too. And then it's not until she's done where she's like, well, I wouldn't want to be nasty and, eat some before I present it to everyone. And now no one else is eating it. And they're not eating, this is the craziest thing, they're not eating it from memory. Because there was the first year where people ate it and it was nasty.
Right, yeah.
And she either didn't eat it that year, or she tried it and was like, I couldn't possibly do that again. I followed all the directions this time.
Yeah, it's just an interesting psych profile.
Yeah,
this woman. It's just a very of what causes you to be like, they didn't like it. I better give them more. Yeah,
like thank goodness she cooking, because if she wasn't cooking, she'd be killing.
Oh yeah. No, it is good. It's good. She has a hobby.
Yeah. I'm like,
anytime making these fruitcakes is time away from sharpening knives. So I think it's a good thing.
Yeah. This other one I've been saving actually for quite a while. I almost told it last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I didn't want to make it like people want to be with their families today. They want to just relax and chill. And I didn't want to make last year's episode so long that it was like, oh, this is going to be a feat. This feels like work, you know?
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I like to think that on the Thanksgiving, what I encourage our listeners to do is to force the entire family to listen to it. You know?
Yeah.
So if anything, a long episode is more time.
Let us be the fruitcake in your life.
Yes. Let us be the thing you hold your family hostage with.
Yeah. Basically, this is wild because this is like old. This is like in his family's like lore. Okay.
It's family's lore. I know what you mean by that, though. Like, every family has those couple stories where it's like, nah, this is what aimed the family a little bit.
Yeah, and it happened so long ago that like nobody can fact check it. Like,
oh, that's even better.
Yeah, I mean, it grows with it grows as it's passed down.
A true Thanksgiving myth.
Yeah, like I'm sure I'm positive that this version is like probably juiced up from the version his mom told him.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Anyway,
I honestly love hearing those stories when you hear them and they're a family story like that, where you can tell none of it's true, but it's still charming.
Yeah, yeah.
Where you're kind of like, oh, so many people have told this story that it truly does become like a fable.
Well,
it's no longer a human story.
This is what's like crazy. All right, they know some of it is a fact. It's just the details around it that can't be known. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
Like he said when his mom told him she was doing voices and she was like, you don't know what those people sound like. Don't do that.
Doing like really over the top voices too.
Yeah. Just like, you know,
it's time to cut the turkey.
Yeah,
it's like,
you
well,
don't
that's
know
the
those
voice.
people.
That's what you went with. There's no way.
Yeah. Don't
That would be the story if that's how he sounded.
Yeah. And so basically okay. I'm trying to remember how many greats it is. So it is the story starts with a great grandma, okay?
Great.
Yeah. So I'm just for the sake of the story, for the sake of brevity, I'm just gonna call her Triple G, okay?
Triple G, I like this.
Yeah.
So is this the great grandmother of someone like our age?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was saying,
because I mean, so that gets in like the 1800s then.
Maybe he didn't give me a year.
I mean, like, no, right? But I'm saying potentially a great. Like this could. So this is this could be going back to the Civil War right now.
Yeah.
This is the furthest back one of our stories have gone.
Great, right? And this is also when there were no supermarkets. There were just like you would like go to the butcher or you go to the general store or whatever, right?
Right.
Okay. So I don't remember what the cut of meat was, but it basically starts with Triple G going to prepare for Thanksgiving, right? And she's trying to get a specific cut of meat, and there's this lady in line in front of her that and not quite in front of her. Apparently this is how the whole dispute starts. She's in line, and from her account, this lady is like cutting in line in front of her right as she's about to order. But that lady is convinced that she was in line, and that woman's run up behind her to try to jump the line. Okay. But they're both trying to order the same cut of meat. Okay. And so then they're arguing in the store, and the butcher is finally like, listen, I don't know who was here first, but I'll tell you what, I was just King Solomon this, and I'm gonna give each of y'all half. All right, nobody getting the full order because it's the last cut anyway. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And so they both went home upset.
Right.
But with a little bit of the meat, right?
They got some meat. Yeah.
Yeah. And then maybe the next day, they saw each other just in general at the store, and there was some like passive aggression that was taking place, right?
Okay.
And then the next day, right? So the day after seeing each other in a different market, all right, Triple G is out with her husband, who's, you know, obviously also Triple G, okay? He goes to the...
So we've got like 6 G's right now.
Yeah. We are stacked heavy, okay? So then Triple G and you know, Grandpa Triple G are out, and they're having a day, because this is like maybe the day before Thanksgiving. And so they're going out to eat at you know, some restaurant or, you know, whatever. And then he goes to the bathroom, and she sees the woman from the other day, right? And I don't know if she had a couple drinks. I don't know what it was, but she decided, hey, in the most ladylike fashion, while my husband is in the bathroom, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna curse this lady out, right?
There you go.
And so then they ran into each other, had words again, okay? And like not like a fight. This wasn't like a bar fight or anything like that.
Right.
But it was just like, you know, oh, how's your day going, tramp? Or, you know, like whatever they said back then. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And this is also, I'm pretty sure, the part where his mom would be doing the voices, and he's like, there's no way you can know that. You never met this woman. She's our great, never mind. So then
You are a meat thief of ill repute.
Yeah. She goes and sits back down, and then Grandpa comes out and he's like, hey, I'm actually very sick. I need to go home, right? I'm hey, in there, unholy. Let's go.
I've got a touch of the consumption.
Yeah. And this is also in an era in life when, hey, you could go from anything. So like,
this could be the one.
Yeah. So this man was probably had like too hot of a fart and was like, it's time for me to tell you and the children, you know, I love you, right?
Yeah. Let's go home and update the will.
Yeah. And so they leave right after that thing happened, okay? They have Thanksgiving, and he's not better, right? Like, he's at the table for a little while, and then he's like, I'm feeling really bad. I'm gonna see if I can go to a doctor, right? So he leaves Thanksgiving to go to a doctor, okay? And then comes back late in the night and was like, oh, the doctor gave me some drops. And like, because this is also back when medicine was like, it would be something that had nothing to do with your eyes and they'd still just give you drops. They give you like a gargle. You know what I'm talking about? Like
a gargle.
Like a true, how do you pronounce it? Apothecary? Like,
yeah.
You were going to a true chemist, okay? You're not getting a prescription filled or anything. This dude is just like, look, I heard that this benzoyl thing is good for mouths. So
yeah, a man came through town with a traveling show and sold us all the snake oil.
yeah. So gargle with this 6 times a day.
Here's your oils, and now also I'll cut your hair because I'm the barber too.
Yeah, and. And so
he's in some bloodletting.
Yeah,
boy, this is a wild time in history.
Yeah, he comes back late in the night, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, we were so worried. Like, I almost went to the doctor to check on you because you had been gone. You've been gone for hours, right? Like, it's dark when he gets back.
Yeah.
And and he's like, "Oh no, the doctor gave me some drops and said I should be all good, and in a couple days, whatever, right?" And I don't know what this man's job is, but he just constantly for the next few weeks is cutting out of work, cutting out of dinner, cutting out of like all this stuff to go to the doctor. Because he's like, and it's different problems now. So sometimes it's his breathing, sometimes it's his stomach, whatever, right? And And then one night, Triple G, she suspects that something's up because she's like, nobody's this sick that doesn't die. All right.
Not on my watch.
Yeah. Like this is crazy. The hospital bills alone should have bankrupted us by now. Like,
come on, honey, get better or get gone. All right.
Yeah, because Triple G is also from an era where it's like I don't think she would have had a job, and so she may have not known all the ins and outs of the money coming in the house. But she has enough common sense to know that if you go to the doctor 75 times in a month and a half, you're bankrupt.
Right. Yeah.
Like the American healthcare system has never been that solid. Even when the town doctor was just doing you favors, he only had so many to give, right?
Right, yeah.
And so one night, he's gone for however long he gone, right? And then and she tucks the children into bed. She tells them not to get up, right? Like not to get out of bed or anything. And she leaves the house and she just goes out searching for him, right?
Okay.
And she finds him at the bar with the lady from the other cut of meat.
Oh, shit.
This dude has 2 families.
Wait, so this wasn't just like an affair that happened.
This is not
an affair. He had a
affair.
separate family.
He moved.
Whoa.
He moved his other family into town to be closer to them.
Wow, bold.
Yeah.
Bold.
Yeah. And so this dude got 2 families, and then the reason that he was acting all sick and stuff when they were eating was because he saw her. And so he didn't even know that they had like, some spat or anything, right? And that's also why he wanted to go home as soon as he got out of the bathroom.
Yeah. So neither wife knows about each other then.
Neither wife knows about each other, and he hadn't been going to the doctor. He'd been going to her house. So he spent half his Thanksgiving over with her. And they both just think he has to work.
They both think he has to work and has horrible stomach problems.
Yeah. This dude out here being a great dad and a horrible husband. So this dude has 2 families. She sees them together and she waits for them to come out, and then she just freaks out on both of them, right? Like just like losing it. And then the woman that she ran into that she got the problems with, right, is the other wife. But now she's like, wait, how do you know her? Because this is the person that I was telling you about, right? Like she's the reason we didn't have good mutton or whatever for Thanksgiving. And she's like, no, you're the reason we didn't have good mutton or whatever for Thanksgiving. I don't know what the meat was they were arguing over, but
let's go with mutton. Let's go like this.
But yeah. So then that dude had 2 families, and yeah, they don't know. Like obviously, no one knows like the full ins and outs of everything that transpired and stuff. But he said he knows the skeleton of the story is true because that's how he has his cousins. Because his cousins are from that.
So they know there's 2 families from one guy.
Yeah, his cousins are from the other family.
That.
So then for every one of him, there's another guy telling the story about like, our Triple G was in line and then this lady behind her tried to cut.
Yeah. He must have really thought he was cracking some sort of code.
Yeah.
He's like, listen, people got second families, secret families, right? But they're so far away, and you got to factor in travel. I'm thinking, I just put them closer together. What could go wrong? Oh, no.
Listen to me when I tell you. My horse almost dead. All right? This horse got about 100 miles left on it. All right? I need to move my other family to town.
And then when he finds out that both of his wives have not only met but are feuding.
Yeah.
First off, that's got to just have a moment of being like, how, really? First, there's that.
Yeah.
Then eventually, you probably got to laugh at it a little bit to be like, of course. Of course they did this.
Before you laugh at it, you definitely have to have a little bit of a disappointment that truly
sure.
the threesome will never be possible.
No, never, because they have met and hate each other.
Yeah.
But also, there also has to be a little moment of therapy, because now, basically, with one of his wives, he gets to just openly complain about the other wife.
What's really happening here, though, is that he's like, oh, okay. When you say a moment of therapy, like, I think the most cathartic feeling could be like, oh, okay, it already went as poorly as it could possibly go.
I think there's that, but then also think about if your wife is complaining about this other lady who sucks. She's like, yeah, that's the lady who cut in line. I hate her, and he can just be like, sounds like a real bitch.
Yeah. And let me tell you something else about her. All right, her cooking isn't all that great either.
Yeah, she was going to waste that meat. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, that dude probably knows who cooked the best mutton, everything. He got to hold it back. He got to go. That's probably why he left his first family, was like, I know the food's going to be bomb at the other wet. Like,
yeah.
At the other Thanksgiving, there's going to be like, ooh, better fixings is all I'm saying. Wow. All right.
This has been a Thanksgiving of conspiracies this year.
Yeah,
you kind of found a theme.
Yeah.
with those stories a little bit.
Yeah, I guess so. Wow.
Yeah, okay. Nicely done.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You want to open up the mailbag?
Let's do it.
I have a couple of Thanksgiving centric emails that we got here.
Okay.
Let's see. First, this one here. This is from our friend Aloy, and the title of it is Thanksgiving Terrorist. Hey guys, sorry for the all caps title, but this is a holiday specific email. So to explain, last Thanksgiving was a little less organized than usual for my family. I'm usually on dressing duty, but my mom had already taken care of it. She then offered to have me finish cooking the macaroni, and she was already making the cheese sauce. She offered me a spoonful of some very gritty looking sauce, and in my naivete, I tasted it. I'm pretty sure it tasted closer to cereal milk than cheese sauce. I then proceeded to lie to her face and say it was good. As soon as she left the kitchen, my sister rushes in and asked me if I could save it. Nope, not an option. I burnt it and remade the macaroni and cheese to save everybody else. I'm a hero. The actual tragedy is that this is not the only dish she has assaulted with sugar. She has done this to chili dogs and tuna casserole. She's a menace. Happy Thanksgiving, Aloy. More Thanksgiving conspiracy.
I was just about to say, wow. I
accidentally perfectly on theme, Aloy.
Yeah. Don't nobody make mistakes on Thanksgiving, all right?
Yeah. Yeah, if someone's burning something or they dropped it, it was on purpose.
They meant to.
It was on purpose, and it's at you.
Yeah.
Wow. Perfectly. That's perfectly on theme. I wasn't even expecting that.
Yeah, that's incredible.
This one here, this is a Black Friday story, actually, because that season is upon us, too. This is from Mike. Hey, Logan and Josh. Black Friday season is almost on us again, and I thought I would share one of my favorite stories that has a Black Friday vibe. Unfortunately, it wasn't an actual Black Friday sale, but if you're willing to go along for the ride, you'll get why I submitted it. Well, we appreciate the honesty, so... I don't know. Could have just lied to us, but I appreciate that. Being like, it's not really Black Friday in this story, but it's Black Friday-esque.
Uh-huh.
And it is. I've read through this one. Our adventure begins with a group of people all closing a bar down after a big concert on a Saturday night at 3 a.m., and our manager asking who would be willing to stand in line with him and his girlfriend to get his kid a Nintendo Wii because he heard there was a Target drop happening. So this is just a regular ass store wait, I guess, not a Black Friday wait. Myself and the drug dealer who worked in the kitchen all
couldn't say cook.
Yeah, all decided to pile into his girlfriend's car with him, and we went to Target. It didn't bump me at all that the drug dealer worked in the kitchen, because I'm like, yeah, there's one at every restaurant, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
On the ride there, he confessed that he may have borrowed a bottle of Irish whiskey from the bar we worked at to keep us all warm. We headed to a Target in the Chicago suburb Naperville and found ourselves fourth in line at only 3:30 in the morning. It wasn't long before we were out of Irish whiskey. The drug dealer from the kitchen had somehow disappeared, and the snow was falling. It seems that the combination of exhaustion and alcohol turned me into a walking public service announcement to the people in line behind us that happened to have brought their kids. Well, I mean, they're responsible for having their children out at a Target at 3:30 in the morning. The manager's girlfriend wasn't a big fan of my behavior, and she frog marched me to her car and stuck me in the back seat to fall asleep. I don't know that phrase, frog march.
I have no idea what that is. Do y'all jump over each other while somebody's in trouble?
Or is it like when you grab a kid's like the back of their britches and like move them so they're like kind of having to hop a little bit to keep up with you? You know, I don't know. So far, so good. Unfortunately, things wouldn't stay good for long. I proceeded to throw up on the floor of my manager's girlfriend's car, and shortly after that, the police showed up and tried to arrest me for drunk driving. When I didn't have keys, I was sitting in the back seat, and there was no way I was going anywhere. Our bar manager managed to calm them down by appealing to the fact that nobody wanted to miss the Bears game tomorrow because they were in the playoffs that year. Thankfully, I ended up only having to pay for having her car cleaned and did not go to jail. That's one of those tell me you're white without saying you're white.
Yeah, this is very weird. This is like, how could you possibly, it's not your car and you don't have keys.
But it is also the way to get out of being arrested, just being like, but football, am I right?
Yeah,
and they were like, you're right, get out of here, you crazy kids. My manager got his Nintendo Wii, and the drug dealer who works in the kitchen ended up showing up for work the next day, so he was fine. My manager's girlfriend, who was also a server at the bar, never spoke to me again. When I awoke the following day in a strange house, I discovered it was my manager's basement, and he very proudly showed me the Nintendo Wii that he was able to secure for his kid. The only fights that happened as a result of that night were most likely caused by me. Thanks for hearing me out, and I assure you I have become a much better person since then. Thanks for making a place where we all feel comfortable to tell our unhinged stories. Thank you, Mike. Yep, this is a safe space for insanity.
Yeah, right. Oh, man. Well, thank you to everyone who wrote in, and thank you for listening to the Josh Johnson Show. We had a great time recording. I hope you had a great time listening. Real quick, I definitely want to say what I am thankful for this year. I'm thankful for another year to be able to do the things that I love. I'm thankful for every one of you who has come to a show, emailed, DM'd, any effort to reach out to us and tell us how you feel about us has been greatly appreciated. It means the world to us, especially as the show grows and as we do more for it. Every patron, every person who takes the time to say a kind word or like has shown clips or episodes to someone or anyone who's just laughed with us this year has been like a real friend, and we appreciate you so much. I also appreciate JID. I'm finally listening to a lot of his music, and I appreciate you, Logan.
Wow, after JID, huh?
Well, I was trying to save you
all of our
last.
friends.
I was trying to save you for last. Did you really want it to be you and then JID?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
I think so. It was a very heartfelt thing you said about our listeners, and then hard shift to JID.
Well, it's not that hard of a shift. The music means a lot to me, and then I was saving you for last, which I thought was the prime position.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I feel like no matter what order I would have gone in, you would have been unhappy with it. Because if I had said you first, quickly, and then JID, and then you, the listeners.
See, but now why do you have to say quickly, though?
Because it was quick. I said it. I didn't go on a long thing. So then if I was like, hey, I'm really thankful for you, Logan. I'm also thankful for JID. And to you, the listeners, I'm so thankful for all of you.
I don't know. I think that would have entertained me.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
I enjoyed it still, and I am thankful for you You get so grumpy when I give you shit. But if I didn't have that, what would I be doing with my time, huh? No, but I won't fully repeat everything you said because I think you summed it up very nicely. But yes, very thankful for everyone who listens to the show, everyone who's come out to see us do shows this year because we've got to travel quite a bit. People, thankful to the people who join us for our virtual shows, which, not to transfer this into a plug, but we got one this Sunday coming up. So if you feel like coming and hanging with us, we always have a great time, and we are thankful for everyone who joins us and listens to the show, and who emails in.
If you are looking to catch up with us on any of the socials, you can find me at Josh Johnson Comedy on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, where we're going to be posting clips of the show. And if you are looking for Logan,
you can follow me on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen. And if you want to get into the mailbag, that's joshjohnsonshow@gmail.com. Send us your stories, send us your thoughts, send us your questions. There's another thing you can send us. I didn't have a third one to say. You can also join our Patreon if you'd like. We have bonus podcasts and videos and other community stuff that we do there. Patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We got a bunch of different tiers for different levels and different monetary values. So you're going to get something. No matter what level you want to join, you're going to get something good. And thank you.
Well, a happy holiday to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I hope your stomachs and hearts are full. Not quite at the same time, because that's really not healthy. But
well, in like a different way too. Like you want your heart full, like metaphorically, not actually full.
Yeah, you don't want like full of blood, because then you're on the brink.
Your heart has too much blood in it.
Yeah, it is juicy.
Or cholesterol. You want a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Your tum tum though? Hell yeah. Fill it up, baby.
Full of stuffing.
Stuff it up.
Yeah.
Go get stuffed this Thanksgiving.
Get it in.
Get it in there. Don't be a quitter.
Yeah, you finish that plate.
Yeah, you got this. Yeah, we're all watching.
Yeah. Eat to your heart's content.
But then also a little bit more, because we're watching.
Until it hurts.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Stay away from fruitcake. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really supports the channel. Hit the bell notification, because apparently it's the only way YouTube will tell you that something happened. And just tell a friend. That's the biggest thing you could do. Just tell one person in your life that you like, maybe you don't like, that this video happened to you.
We release the podcast every Thursday on all the podcast apps, so you should find us there and subscribe on those and comment and leave reviews and whatever on all of them. And also, if you want bonus stuff, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have bonus podcasts and videos and stuff there, and we'd love to see you